saw Smoochie was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is. Hey, Roger, how you doing? So far, there's 4 of us. When people decide to say something, we'll get rocking. And as always, Friday nights is whatever goes on, goes on. I hope everybody's well. I hope you're well, Roger. Or Mr. Blair. And other than that, just chilling. Give it some time. So what are you doing, Roger? Just hanging out and just stopped in to say hi. Good either way. I appreciate it. Everybody's, there we go. Doing good, good. I have to allow for lags. Good. Yeah, just hanging out here. It was a nice day today. It's real nice outside right now. Like a nice, comfortable 62 degrees. Yeah, just relaxing. Excuse me. That's all I've done. Just chilled. Read a book. Hey, Mark, how you doing? How you doing? Good. I'm good. Like I said, I've just been chilling. Kind of been a nice, calm night for a change. Yeah, I don't know if she's in here or not yet. She was in here earlier. She always stops in Lisa's side. That's not surprising. As much crap as we give each other. So everybody else good? You good, Mark? Saw you earlier. Thank you for the Batman. Yeah, Godzilla, he's everywhere. You gotta watch. You gotta watch your back. You got him right behind me too. Hey Cindy, how you doing? Hello, hello. Yeah, we're just hanging. We're just starting. Got any good ideas? Let me know. Like I said, I'm not as good as a rambler as Gemma is, but I'll hang in there with the best of them if I can. Yeah, everybody seems to be doing good. We're rolling in. We got 5 watching. I think those are the people that like to listen to my soothing, boring voice. And airtime. Good to see everybody. It really is. I'm glad everybody's coming in. It's kind of nice. Like I said, Fridays are just let's do it. See what happens. Hello, Mr. Jarvis. How you doing, sir? I figured you'd pop in. How you doing? Nice night here. I don't know what it's like down here, but it's nice here. Bug's a little bad, but I was almost tempted to go build a bonfire and just go sit out back and stream with you guys for a bit because it is nice out there. I may do that yet. I'm good. I'm actually just like I said that like I've been saying, it's been a kind of a calm night. So yeah, she lets me out to have bonfires once in a while. 60. Yeah, it's nice out there, man. The skies are clear here. I may take out the telescope later. Good clear night. Just enough. There's a couple areas I can live without too much light, so it's pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, it's been a calm night. I've just been fiddling around, trying to get some stuff done. Nothing major though. It was like I finally sat down about a couple hours ago, and like, okay, well, now what to do? I was started early. Other than that, days I kind of been staying close to home. It's hungry. I'm seeing way too much lately, and I don't like it. Don't like it at all. And it's getting loud out there. The environment doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, like I said, my brother Tim's been here from Tennessee. He came in from Tennessee. Though he's not from Tennessee, of course, he's from Ohio. Which he moved from Minnesota to Tennessee, and then his wife went back to work. She retired, and they gave her so much money she went back to work, and she's now what she's doing is flying back and forth from Tennessee to Minnesota. It's like, why do we even leave? Because the weather sucked. Good. Well, yeah, I know it's supposed to get really nice and toasty here. So, what part of Tennessee? I believe down by the border of Georgia somewhere. I meant to get to town. I think he gave Dad my address. I'll have to go down and look. I just haven't looked. I shouldn't say go out. Go out. Um, yeah, but it's down. He says just north of the border and a little west of the Carolinas. There'll be I guess it's a nice little area. Just off the, you can see the Appalachians from his house. So good weather. Yeah, it's not, like I said, it's beautiful here. Like I said, if I get out of here early tonight, or if I, doesn't matter, I still go out there and check it out. Telescope's right there. It's not a good one, but it gives me enough to go look. I like to get a nice one one day. There's a couple of them I'd love to have. Hook them up to my laptop. Then I could really do one night stream just looking at the stars. Maybe we'll get lucky. Dad's been seeing the I don't know if they're Tic Tacs or spheres. They look like Tic Tacs to me. White Tic Tacs. He's seen 2 today sitting out on my back porch in the west. So who's the handsome? I knew it. When was that going to come up? That is me. Yes, that is my senior picture. I'm going to get even for her. I knew she was going to do that. She goes, "Can I post this?" I figured on Facebook. I didn't think she was going to make a YouTube thumbnail out of it. Bless her heart. They had my good looking days. If I have to say something, I wasn't that great looking. I was a geeky kid, actually. I worked all the time. And if I wasn't working, I was out getting in trouble. My dad's family is from Bristol. Okay. Yeah, I thought you said that one time. I'm in Virginia. But yeah, I thought it was funny. She goes, "You knew I was going to do that." I go, "Well, I didn't think you'd do it on here." I figured she posted it on Facebook. I didn't think she would be funny enough to post it there. But yeah, that's my senior picture. It wasn't too bad. I was trying to grow that mustache. You can see that little bit of fuzz. Some of that's white. You can't see it at all. And there is white in my hair in that picture too. And I had like white streaks coming off the sides, and I grew my hair long and combed it over. Dad didn't like it. Instead of making me look older than I should be. But yeah, I thought it was funny she posted that. Okay, you can make a thumbnail out of it. I can go with that picture. It's not a bad picture of me. It's one of the few good ones. I went old school. I wore my old school Misfits tonight. Actually, this is a concert shirt that's been through hell. I mean, look, I can talk. But yeah, this is when I got the show when Danzig was still with. So what else is up, folks? Anything good? Anything interesting? Seen a lot of good new Bigfoot footage, but I've been going to have to catch these, reaction channels because I don't do TikTok and all that. The shorts are helping now, but the problem is you get to watching a bunch of those shorts. It's like, man, I like to stay. They're fun. I like them. They're fun. You get a bunch of good ones in a row. Gemma's turned out really good. Liked hers. They decided to drop a day early. Yeah, because Disney's hurting, Chris. You know that. They're hurting bad. I wonder why. I hope Osaka is good because they need it right now. No, Gemma's not on tonight. This is just me, Friday and Saturday nights. Now, tomorrow night, I will, on Saturday night, or midnight tomorrow night, I'll be streaming one of, I think it's, Listener Encounters #2 is where I'll be streaming tomorrow night. But no, she sneaks in once in a while, but nope, this is all me the next 2 nights. Poor one can't stay up this late. She got things to do. All the reviews say it's great. Yeah, I'm hearing it looks good. They need it right now, Chris. Big time. Big time. Nope, it's just me. And we're going to stream this Tuesday. Yeah, she has a premiere on Monday at 11. When she posts the thumbnail for that, I don't know if she has yet. I haven't looked. When she does it, I'll show it on Saturday night to remind you guys. And then we're going to stream now on every other Tuesday, but she wants to stream this Tuesday because the following Tuesday she'll be out. So, Ghostly, I will send you a few Bigfoot channel recommendations. I watch a bunch of Bigfoot. That's why I said, has anybody here seen anything new? I do get around, believe me. I got stopped in. How's everything? How was your weekend? Or weekend? I had an extra long weekend. I think you said you were going to get your kid tonight, so hope that was a fun trip. Oh, excuse me. So, what else is up, folks? Today has been great. Yeah, like I said, it's been a good day to me. I'm not going to complain. Tim was here. It kind of helped. It's nice to have a brother around once in a while. So, yeah. Other than that, I put Dad's air compressor together. I still got to hook the hoses up for him and get them out of this damn plastic. And then I think I'm going to check the generator again. You're fine, Pammy. You have a good night, sweetie. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, great shirt. Yeah, this is an actual concert shirt, Mike. I actually got this when Danzig was still with him. That's how old this shirt is. The only reason it's all stretched up is I used to wear a hoodie. I wear a big hoodie because I'm actually losing weight. But yeah, I got two shirts on because it can actually talk. That's how old this thing is. I'm having too much fun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything, you know. So what else is up? Yeah, I'm in a mood. I'm in a good mood. Like I said, it's been a chill day. Well, at least the last 3 hours have been very chill. Poor doggy's waiting for his master to come home. Don't ever change. I don't know about being awesome. I'm pretty goofy though. Goofy can make me awesome, I guess. So, what else is? So, did you have a good time? Did you catch a lot of good stuff? The other night looked like you were having fun. Oh, Blue Cross, why'd you do that to me? That's fun. I hope it was on accident. I don't know what that happened for. Channels I most watch most. What's wrong with that? As I watched the most of the chapter, the scariest, this monster, Buckeye, Bigfoot, and Bigfoot case files. Now I watch a lot of stuff. That's pretty much, they're all on my list. I kind of check them every other week. I check a bunch of other ones. Been watching a lot of smaller channels again too. Like every so often, I go back and start looking at the channels that you just do the flip and start guessing. I don't know what happened there. What's going on? Why did it get deleted? I guess I can do that. What was the message? What was that all about? And then he was timed out by Blue. What is going on? Dropped my phone. Sorry. Oops. I was like, what the heck, man? It happens. It happens. How you doing, sir? Oops. Poor Mike. Oops. It's all his fault, Mike, not mine. Oops. Accidents happen, I guess. So what else is going on? How you doing tonight, Blue? My phone, sir. Don't be sorry. I'm always sorry, dude. I love being sorry. Bigfoot. Oh, is she from Hocking House? Spent a lot of time down in there. A friend's got a cabin down there. That's where I was staying one time I was sick. And they're going on in and out of surgery, so I took a break from everybody hoarding over me. But yeah, I know Hocking Hills really well. Logan a lot. Athens, I know Athens. We used to go down every year for the Halloween party until I went down one year and it got a little too crazy, so I didn't go back the year after that. Too many strange things. Yeah, I just couldn't handle all I've seen. Then we went over to the insane asylum, and that was not a good experience for me. Just one of the reasons why I don't ghost hunt anymore is it never turns out good. Yeah, that's where they do. Yeah, they do. I ran into a lot of people when I stay at his cabin. It's nice because I do run into a lot of people from Cincy and around in the little I call them country stores. People with money, yeah. The other cabin I stay in is pretty nice. He gives me a discount, which is nice. But the one I stayed in last time was a 2-bedroom, had a hot tub in the back, all nicely closed in, so nothing can get to you. With shutters and all that. It was nice. Nice little front porch. Watched a bunch of peacocks go nuts in my front yard until I told them, well, it wasn't my front yard, but in front of the cabin. I told them to shut up and go away. They actually shut up and went away. Yes, it does. It's just, Athens is a messed up place anyways. I saw too much down in there. Even when we'd go to the Halloween parties, we'd sometimes stay at a hotel, and I would have to leave early because I was just seeing too much. Too many weird shit. I have to excuse myself. And then we went to the Salem sign a couple times. I don't know why I went back the second time, and I knew what I was going to see. It didn't ever good. They always like freak out on me. It's like, dude, we gotta go. This is not good, man. We gotta go. Now, yeah, well, I didn't know, Chris, but they call him Grassman down there too. I've heard that a couple times when I was down there. I was like, no, I always thought the Grassman was out by Zanesville, and I didn't know they were calling him that. And I only learned that like 3 or 4 years ago, and I was like, really? You're a Misfits fan? Yeah. Yep, sure am. In fact, I have actual live recordings from bars when I went and saw them. I'd sneak in a cassette player, and I put them on disc. They're not the best quality, but it's the Misfits. I was just telling them I got this shirt when Danzig was still with them. That's how old this shirt is. Yeah, I got big, but I didn't wear it for too often. But then I wore it all the time, man. Wore it out, stretched it out. Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured, yeah. I only really heard it out on the east there by Zanesville and all that. They call it Zanesville Triangle. And I really never paid attention down south. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, because I didn't realize that, like I said, until about 3 years ago. Yeah, you seen 99? No, I wish I'd gone to that one. The last time I saw the Misfits was, I think, 92, 93. I've seen Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, some really bad punk bands that I had no idea what I was going to until I got there. This is a little too radical for me, man. Yeah. See, when I was down there that last time, I swear, I still think it was a guy. It looked like a guy in a gunny suit come running across the property and went down this slope because there's a slope in front of the cabin. And I just caught that tail end of it. I mean, he was booking. And I happened to look out. I was sitting on the porch, but I was watching the other way because there was a bunch of turkeys over there. And all of a sudden, I see them kind of scurry off without making a sound. And I caught him coming out of the corner into the other woods, and he was booking. And he was big, but he went down the hill. So I jumped up, and I'm like, what the? So I started falling. I lost him. I mean, as soon as I got to the hill, it was gone. But you can see where the branches were all broke, but I couldn't see any footsteps. I mean, this was fall. So there was a lot of leaf junk on the ground. I swear I thought it was a guy in a gunny suit, probably illegal turkey hunting or something. So that might have been what I saw. Yeah, I know the people out in Zanesville, they say there's a guy out there that always talks about it. Says, yeah, he weaves long grass into his fur and stuff. Wow, that was awesome. I used to go to a hardcore punk club in the mid-'80s. I was going to them in this. I think the first punk show I saw was the Sex Pistols, and that was 1978. Yeah, about 1978. That was a messed up show. It only lasted like 10, not even 10 minutes. Came out, cussed at us. They did one tune. They did the Queen, and then he went and cussed at the people again, and Johnny Rotten. Sid was out of his mind. Next thing I know, we'll refund your money. Drinks on us. There he is. Reed Gasson here, Gemma. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up on chat now. I should actually big white stuff. I don't know why I have YouTube up. So I leave them both up. It's nice to have, actually. It's like I said, sometimes people show up in YouTube but don't show up in stream. And then there's people that show up in stream that don't show up in YouTube. Oh, there's Smoochie. Hello, Smoochie. I hope everybody is good tonight. Yeah, we're talking about grass, man, music all at the same time. Yeah, I guess we got some Led Zeppelin tribute band coming through. I don't know if they're going to be good. I don't know if I want to go. Well, you have a good night, dude. That's all it's about. Come in, say hi. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you can come in and say F you and leave. I'm good either way. Come in, hang out, or leave. Thank you for stopping by, though. I do appreciate it. You have a good night. Be safe. I'm glad you stopped in, though. I really am. Yeah, I mean, was really amazed how clear the sky was tonight. So I probably definitely, no matter when I'm done here, I'm going out looking for one. I kind of asked for that, didn't I, Smoochie? Because I got to talk to Queen today. Made my day. Oh, how nice. The Queen. The Queen of the Dragons. The Keeper of the Dragons. Yeah. She's a delight to talk to. I'm sure she's watching. I'm hoping. Kiss up so I get more time. Like I could probably stream, but she probably wouldn't care. As long as I kept it nice and clean. So I'll make sure I take a shower next time. Bad joke, bad joke. Thinking to go to Lawrenceburg Haunted Cave. Ooh, really? I might hit you up with that one. Heck yeah. That's been a while since I've been to Lawrenceburg. Wow. I'm ready to go back down to, geez. I want to go down and see John. And he's living in Lawrenceburg. And I want to go over into Kentucky and go check out that Noah's Ark just for the fun. I heard it's pretty cool, so I've seen it, but I haven't been in it yet. Caves, yeah, caves. Thousands, yeah, tons of bats are there. They're pretty good. It's a pretty good place. It's been a while, but you know, I can't believe the Indian caverns up here are still open. They have the Indian caves up here in Delaware. Hollow Earth. You know, I believe in Hollow Earth. I really do. Oh yeah, there's a lot more to this planet than you ever know. But yeah, there's some neat Indian caves up here. I'm sure. Have you been to them, Chris? The Indian caverns up here. That's what flooded a construction site over here in off of 315. Flooded a bunch of trucks stuck down there. They hit an Indian cavern. It was pretty wild. They didn't sell the cave. Oh, no, did they? There's some of them. I think they people I used to put doors or block them off. And there's some really wicked caves around. I just like we go up to in the day we used to go up to Cleveland, up along the lake there, along Sandusky and Marblehead, and hang out. Tell you what, that's a sketchy place at times. One of the last vacations I took to visit Kentucky's Mammoth Caves. You know, I've been there as a kid. Yes, a long time ago, many months ago. That's a neat place too. Yeah, like I said, I don't travel much now. Usually when I was younger, we just stayed within Ohio. So a lot of it I just did on weekends with friends or when I had free time. A lot of missing 411 people say, I think you're close. There's so many ways these people miss and go missing. It's not even, you can't even count. My dad used to fish Sandusky during the walleye every year. Oh, really? Yeah. My dad had gone fishing up on the lake for a long time, and when he retired, he worked for this garage that was next to he worked for Hostess, and he worked at one of the thrift stores, and that's where a lot of the bread trucks come and go. And he worked there as a mechanic, and he retired, and the auto shop next door hired him to go get parts and stuff. So they all went on a fishing trip up in the lake. He said he laughed the whole time. All those guys got drunk and ended up tying the boat. And he said he didn't catch a thing because of that. So it just turned out to be him laughing at them all. River, I believe. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it runs off the Maui. Don't ask me. And I'm just watching chat. Like I said, I let you guys kind of take control, and I'm just the guy that rambles in the background. Anything else going on that's exciting that I haven't heard yet? Like I said, I was scrolling the internet and checking things out. I was going to sit down and read for a while. I just couldn't sit still long enough. Yeah, I'd like to go back. Poor dad hasn't fished for 2 years. He needs to get back out. Yeah, I need to get him fishing a couple more times. Even my son asked him if he wanted to go golfing the other day. I thought I was going to die. Because he used to golf too. I'd say right now, Giles is probably the best golfer in the whole family because we suck. It's more or less just go out and have fun. Try not to be in anybody's way. It is been a long time. I like to bowl. I was a bowler. I like to go bowling. The ex liked to bowl. Her family was big time bowlers. My dad and mom were big time bowlers. I've missed there used to be one down here at Graceland. Yeah, I missed that place. There used to be a movie theater beside it too. They took them out and just destroyed that place. I was like, why'd you give it up? Now they're trying to make it better again. I'll tell you how you make it better. Put the movie theater and the bowling back in there. Or something. At least the movie theater. The closest we got is like Crosswoods. The last movie I saw there was they replayed Godzilla versus. Oh wait, what is it? It wasn't Godzilla. Oh, Final Wars. We played God. It was nice to see it on big screen. So it was like a limited time daytime showing. Cool, I'll go. $5. What the heck? Yeah, I think a lot of parents bowled in the day. It sucked because my dad loved to ice skate, roller skate. And he had his original pairs of ice skates and roller skates hanging in the garage during the fire, and he threw them away. Oh, so devastating. But I guess my dad was one hell of a rollerblader, a roller skater, I should say, and an ice skater too. Hey, Michigan, how you doing? What's up? You stopping in? So I stopped in. Hey, it was a good show tonight. I was swinging back between you and one other. And finally, I just dual screened you guys while I was piddling, watching and working. Yeah, I don't mind roller skating. It's been a while. Thanks. Oh, no. I do. I've been catching the replays, sir. Sometimes I try to do too much at once. And I get involved because you got a 90-year-old dad around me. You got to pay attention to it. So. But yeah, it's rare when I get to actually, I'm like happy when I get to catch your live streams. So I try to do my part. Because, hey, man, that's how you guys keep the streams going. Got to keep those people going in. That was a good show. And I was watching Long Island too. He was streaming. Wanted to see what he was doing. He was home. He was with MT Paranormal. He's here in Ohio too. So I wasn't bowling. Oh yeah, we were talking about bowling and roller skating. Bowling the standard white guy, slow pitch stuff. Hey, I had a friend played softball. Now, see, I played Little League Baseball up until I was 18. In fact, that picture, I told Gemma in that picture I had 2 broken ribs because I was also doing other things at the time. And I actually took the picture with 2 broken ribs. It actually turned out pretty good for somebody who was like trying to go, Urgh. Last time I went fishing down Harper Ferry West, Virginia. My brother and I got fined for the same pole. Oh, shame, shame, shame. Shame, shame. Oops. We had a buddy that played softball. He's still playing, I believe. I don't talk to him too much anymore. I hope he's well, though. Yeah, I need to get that out. See, now when Tim was living up in Minnesota, man, I was really trying to get him to go up there and go fishing because, man, Tim said he had literally like 9 lakes within 20 minutes drive, some even closer. And he was like, he could have had a blast. I said, let's go. He'd say, want to go, and then we'd get ready, make plans to go. Yeah, I get it. I understand, Paul. Now, I like fishing ponds. I'm like a pond guy. I don't mind big bodies of water, but when I go fishing, I look for ponds. I like ponds. I've gotten some of my best fishing out of ponds, especially with catfish. Nice, clean catfish. Dad likes that fried catfish. So what else is happening? I'm holding the conversation. That's kind of boring. Like I said, I'm not as good as him. I try. Game warden at Brookville, Indiana, told me a dad that they used to watch Indian ghosts on horseback crossings. I wouldn't doubt that one bit. When we was up in Seneca, there was a story of Indians coming through this one area, like every fall, and then they'd pass back through in the spring, and they could see people said they could see them come through. It was weird. That's one of the good stories. I have that written down somewhere. There's a whole story to it. this old man told me sitting in a library there, because we had stopped in at an old library, because I like old libraries. You got things you can find in an old library, especially when it comes to town history and stuff. A $210 fine, yeah. A little steep for using the same pole, but they got to make their money somewhere. Or it gets you for anything. Actually, some of the guys we bumped into have been actually pretty good. Actually, we were fishing this one time, this while ago. And he ended up sitting down with us and talking to us for a good while. And then he left. And about an hour later, he came back with a pole and sat with us and fished. And he just talked. It was pretty nice. Told some pretty good stories. Yeah. That's another one. Game wardens and park rangers, man. You know, I know there's the one channel. That's all he used to tell. I don't know if he still tells them. Are stories from park rangers and game wardens, man. They have some great stories. Shawnee and Cherokee used to run. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the Mountain Builders, Hopewells, Adina. Hey, Nightmare, what's on? I figured you out there looking. I'm sure I'm sure if Eris is around, he's lurking too somewhere. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Got a friend $300 for picking up a frog on Nature Trail. Really? No, are you serious? That's just to pick up a. See, that to me is a little steep. I mean, if you know what you're doing. I used to take the kids to up here to High Banks, show them the Indian mounds that are up there, and then we'd go salamander hunting. And I used to leave with a whole tub of them. What looks beneath tells a lot of forest rangers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's one looks beneath. Yeah, I like that. He's a good storyteller, okay? Ready to bust my chops. Yeah, they will, too. That's cool. Yes, he has a really cool greyhound. You know, I'm having problems with Facebook. I'm finding myself unsubscribed to people and stuff. It's like it's YouTube now. So I'm having to go back and look over. It's like, how'd that happen? So I have to go back again and look again. I thought I was hacked, but I did it, scanned and did the thing I do. And it must be freaking hate. A lot of sand. Yeah, and down south, there are some really cool newts down there, too. Not just salmon, there are newts down there. That's hilarious. They just wanted the money. Yeah, that's BS. Yeah, I know some places are pretty picky about, messing with stuff, and I get it. Right now, salamanders and newts are becoming kind of an extinct species, and there are some tall tale sign of something wrong. I know a lot of the newts now, like fire bellies and stuff like that, they're hard to get. And if you get them, they're probably homebred. You can't get wild ones anymore. But you got them on the endangered species with about 5 or 6 other ones. Lafayette State Park. Yeah, I won't go there, Smoochie, because I like to pick up and look. I like to show kids. My kids used to love going to the park with me. I was digging under stuff. Same thing when I was a kid. Got bit by a copperhead and chili rolling over logs. It's not a pleasant feeling. 9 years old, looking for salamanders and creepy crawlies. Luckily, they had a snake bite kit and everything. They were prepared. They were out there mushroom hunting. You would like them, Smoochie. Every other weekend when they could, they were out there mushroom stews and stuff. And it's a shame because I try to eat mushrooms. Just don't like me or something. I love to smell them cooking now. Ooh, they smell great cooking. Yep. But they would go shroom hunting, come back with baskets full. It's like crap. Yeah, and I'd go out there and just run around. Yeah, he had they carried guns too. My dad would go, all those years I've wandered around those hills and mountains of Mount Airy and all that. I never saw a Bigfoot or saw anything weird. And I go, that's probably because they saw you first. You guys ain't exactly quiet. So yeah, I told him. I said, "You probably did. You probably saw something you didn't even know." No, I know he's more of a UFO guy. I know you've seen his share of UFOs. He always said that one day they were going to come take him while he wasn't going to die. They were just going to take him. He was going to disappear. Okay, Dad. If it happened, God bless you. I hope you have fun. She'd go hang out with Elvis. That's where Elvis is hanging out with the aliens. Actually, he's down south preaching in a church. Hey, MT, how you doing, sir? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Nice stream tonight with Mike. I was swapping between you and Michigan, trying to catch both. Then I both had you on the double screens. I had one over here and one over here going. Thanks for stopping by. Do appreciate it. Yeah, we don't do a whole lot of we talk paranormal. I tell stories every so often. We get to ramble a little bit about everything on Friday. And then on Saturday nights, I do Gemma replays. Not like tomorrow night, I'm going to replay one of her old videos. I think it's Listeners Counters #2. And while we watch that, we talk and let her do her thing. I got in trouble a couple times showing somebody else's videos within the copyright. I don't want to hassle with it right now. So we're showing her stuff, old stuff, on Saturday nights. And then like tonight's hangout. And then she's got her video at 11 o'clock Monday, her premiere video where the chat's open and she does her video. And once I know what that is and she posts a thumbnail for that, I'll show it tomorrow night. So everybody knows what to expect. Then Tuesday, me and her are streaming for afternoon talk. And then Wednesday for Oracle at 7. And then her and it's either just Pixie, Paranormal Pixie, Laura, on Thursday nights. And then like every other Thursday night, if Gemma can make it, it will be 3 of us. I'm usually there with Pixie anyway, so I kind of hang out in the background. I try to let her run the show, but, it's nice to have somebody there sometimes. I usually, when I do this by myself, I was nervous at first. I don't mind it now. Because all we're doing is just hanging out. It's kind of relaxed. Enjoy the weekend, the beginning of the weekend. And whatever comes up, comes up. Looks like they're questioning something else. I'm kind of behind. I'm trying to catch up with chat now. Got to ramble. Father owns a big Appaloosa horse breeding ranch in Kentucky. Oh, nice. There you go. I always had a thing for Clydesdales. I don't know why. I always thought they were cool horses. Hey, we're all friends here. That's good. That's what it's all about. Come in, chat with people for a while, come and go as you please. I mean, I couldn't believe last weekend we lasted till 4 o'clock on Saturday. That kind of blew my mind. But that was a good night. And the night before that, didn't we go to 3 or something? I think I cut it kind of short. Like I said, I think Sunny was streaming or something. A Paranormal Chop Shop. Sorry. Chilling and talking. That's all we do on Friday nights. Just let everybody talk whatever they want. Paranormal, UFO, whatever comes up. The Belgian Gray War Horse. So, Gray Draft Horse Ghost. Yeah, we're using drafts in our unit. Oh, really? Yeah, I just have a thing for Clydesdales. I really do. When we went to the St. Louis Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch there in St. Louis, they had the Clydesdales there that day, and it was so cool to see them. They had a couple young ones too, a couple babies. Oh, it was so nice. We stopped on our way out to Colorado, Estes Park for our honeymoon. That was many moons ago. But yeah, I love, and I as soon as I saw him up close, I was like, man, I would love to ride this thing. This thing, there's something about him. Power, it looks like it has. But I've seen also other big horses too. So, but I just think they're cool. Yeah, I could see them using them for like crowd control like that. Man, you see that thing coming up on you, you get a back off. I would hope. Yeah, they are a very majestic horse. It was we were somewhere. Oh, we were out at Busch Gardens here in Ohio. They had it I don't even know if it's still open. And there was a guy out there riding a zebra. I was like, so, okay. I was waiting for him to stop in. Usually he stops in and tells us what he's grilling. God only knows. It makes me hungry. He's a lot of reasons why I get off a year. I have to go eat something, which is never good before you go to bed, but he makes you hungry. I'm sure he'll stop in. If he doesn't, he'll be here tomorrow. I want a Zorse. Good to see people talking. I like that. That's what this is all about. Just hanging out. Anybody got any questions? Some of you new people who don't know me so well, you can ask questions. A lot of people don't know that I also see things. I see things that follow people. Some of the people that didn't know to come in. Yeah. And that's always fun. I've done it ever since I was a kid. And then I've seen a couple of weird things. I'm sure Blue, don't you have a couple stories in her listener encounter that we'll probably go across as we go through them? I've got a couple. A lot of you folks did. I think Vixen had one. I didn't know Vixen and Boxbuck was the same. It's been so long since I remember her switching. I forgot she even switched names. Do you have answers? Well, it depends on the question. I mean, if they're about me, I guess I can answer. For any other questions, I can do my best. I'm not a very scientific person. I mean, I've done my share of work. Don't get me wrong, I've done my share of research. But when it comes to plopping it out, I'm not very good at it. I'm not between my speech pattern and my issues, I'm not very good at articulating. She had surgery. Oh, that's right. And I was thinking about her this morning, too. It was at 8 o'clock. I hope she's well. If anybody knows how to get her, or Blue, have you talked to her? By any chance? Yeah, I should send her an email. I got her email address. I'll probably send her. I should have done one earlier when I was thinking of her. Yeah, because I even had her written down. That she was having at 8 this morning. Yeah, she was having her surgery at 8 this morning. So I hope she did good. Yeah, I think I'll email her tomorrow morning. Wish her well. Make sure she's doing good. Apparently, she sent me something. It's coming the distance, so she said when it gets there, it gets there. It's fine. You didn't have to send me anything. I just hang out here anyway. I'm more or less a Gemma secretary and list keeper, so I don't mind that. Yeah, I'm sure she did okay. We'll find out tomorrow. She's a lady you probably have a hard time holding down, so. I hope, Lotus, if you rewatch these, hello, Risha, if you rewatch. I kind of miss you not stopping in for your midnight smoke. I sound real good. How long have you been doing this? Has it always been with Gemma? No. Me and Gemma met when actually I'd been following Gemma a while. She was one of the small channels I was following. And then when she started streaming with Steve Stockton, I was kind of excited because I knew who both were. So I started checking those out. Just became a fan. But she started streaming with Steve Stockton. She was a writer for him. Well, actually, for Missing Persons and Mysteries, or Mysteries 411. I think it was Missing Persons and Mysteries. Yes, that's right. Bill's channel. She's been doing it, and then what got me suckered into this is she was on SOR. Well, I first started talking about my experiences because I never really talked about them. I tried. I have friends that I do talk to them about. 1 second. But I started watching Sean G and Steve, and I started talking on the phone with Sean G for a while. And then when Steve and Stockton and Gemma started streaming together, I pretty much stayed over there. Then she went on SOR, and one night she was going to be on it by herself, and she didn't want to be by herself, so she got permission to ask to have somebody on. So she asked me, she had to talk me into it. I gotta admit, I do like this. It's kind of relaxing. And as hyper as I am and in motion all the time. But anyway, she asked me to stream with her on SOR on Spaced Out Radio, and that night turned out to be a fluke. She ended up having internet trouble and got booted off. So I was trying to stay on so she can get back in. Turned out to be a fun night. And then later on, she needed when she was doing the Wednesday night Oracle, she was doing the list by herself, bless her heart. And bless Grey Wolf tried to help her, and that it just, because of the way they were hooked in, they couldn't get it to work. So I offered, because nights are usually, that's my time. Usually everybody's settled in, and I'm more or less free to clean up the rest of the house and settle in for the night myself. So I told her I'd keep the list. It's been like that since. And that's probably been about, maybe a year and a half, a year now. I think she said a year, a little more than a year, a little less than a year now. And it just works. We work together. I offered to do this when they started doing Thursday. I said, well, I'd like to do it like a Friday night, Saturday, just chill and chat and just let people come in and talk. Maybe after a while I'd get something going. Well, I was going to try to start doing videos and stuff like that, but I just kept having hassle. So, and that's how it all came to be. Have you seen a lot of sprites and little people? I have seen. I really can't say if I seen a Bigfoot or in our area of Grassman or whatever you want to call it. Because I don't know for sure. I've heard things. We've seen some weird stuff when it comes to something big moving around, but it's always been at a distance. And the thing I saw down in Logan or Hocking Hills there, I couldn't tell you if it was a guy in a gunny suit or if it was. I mean, it happened so fast. As for sprites, I've seen sprites. In fact, I didn't really, I never really thought of the Fae as anything. Shooting stars are sprites. Sprites are like the dancing things you see in the sky. They're usually like a flickering thing. That's how I always interpret them. But I always thought that, that's all part of the Fae thing. Because when I first started realizing I was seeing stuff was in kindergarten. Well, I saw stuff before that, but it really dawned on me probably about kindergarten when I started realizing, hey, this is getting weird. And on the playground, I'd see little shadows following the kids. And one kid actually got sick, but both kids got real sick. One passed, and the other one was sick for life. He ended up being paralyzed or something. But yeah. But sprites, I always thought sprites were like that little flicker you see sometimes in the skies dancing, or people see them when they're like fireflies, but they look like little sparks. Hey, Vixen. Vixen, hello there, huh? Yeah, we were just if anybody's heard from Aunt Anna since she had her surgery. I'm glad everybody's asking. I'm glad somebody said so. The Belgian draft in blue. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me. But yeah, so my big thing is me and Gemma are two different. If you can check your messenger, yeah, sure. I'll try. Like I said, I'm having problems with Facebook. That's why I've been deleting stuff. Go on and clean my page off every so often. I know I'm not hacked. I know that for a fact. Oh, come back. How would that happen? Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. He's beautiful. Nice. He's showing a picture of his horse. Yeah, you must have been one of the ones I lost because I had to okay it. That's messed up. Come on. Don't do that. Okay. What happened? Yep. Because I know about 3 other people disappeared off of my friends list. I'm like, what's going on? I don't have a big friend list, but I don't remember everybody. I've been trying to figure out who. Had a friend, yeah. That's wild. Okay. I don't want to bug her. Let me get out of this. Wow. 1 second, folks. My son brought me we didn't even know they had them, a Smallville Clark Kent and a Smallville Flash. And we didn't even know these were out, but these like, what you said, these are like season 2? Series 2? Huh.
But they did have all the characters. You can see it on the back.
Yeah, I saw that. I'll have to see if I can. We'll have to look. That's funny. Such a kid. But yeah, I've never seen those before. I didn't even know they had Smallville stuff out. These BW shows, the WB shows, man, they start off really good and just kind of, or they burn real fast and they go out real fast, or they start off real slow and get real good and then they get real bad. But I always did like Smallville. I thought it was a good attempt. Hey, John Keats, how you doing? There's AK. What you grilling, dude? What you smoking? We were just talking about you. But everybody's showing up. Thanks for coming in, folks. Really do. Yeah, I love that horse, Chris. That's nice. And how long did you ride with him? 10 years? Wow. I take it you work with dogs too. Did you work with dogs too? I had a friend that was a canine officer. He loved his dog. Man, that dog was great. Man, he was the smartest dog I ever knew. Awesome. Yeah, he was a half breed. He was part Rottweiler and something, but man, he was on the nose. I know they like shepherds, but I guess he picked his dog. He was a great dog. Smoking, air-chilled old chicken placed on onion gravity, filled with Miller Lite, seasoned with McCormick. Oh, there you go. That sounds good, actually. We had hot dogs tonight. Nobody was hungry. He was out. My son was out running around. Got off work and had to go check on the ex's dogs. They're out of town. I think they're on vacation. They all go back to school, I believe, next week. Man, doesn't it sound good? Ooh. God, kind of really coming in here and making me hungry. It's almost like now it's a ritual. We wait for you to come in and tell us what you're cooking. She had surgery at 8, so I'll email her probably when I get off of here. Or email her first thing in the morning. I actually remembered she had surgery because I did think about her this morning at 8 o'clock. I think she said 8 o'clock. Oh, you have a horse too? My gosh, everybody's got horses. I have a dog and 3 fire belly toads. I had fish, but they died in the fire. Oh, nice. My horse, his name's Moon. Nice. Ooh. See, the first time I got on a horse, I got bucked off, but I was scared. It was my own fault. I knew it was. The second time wasn't too bad. But see, I was good at riding cows. My Uncle Walter raised Angus down in New Lexington, Ohio. At night, we'd sneak out and tip over cows and ride them, or we'd climb on them and ride them. I rode a bull for almost 20 minutes, but he was the most calmest bull I ever knew, man. The guy was he was chill bull. In about an hour, I had baby potato. Now you are pushing the limits, man. Now you're going to have. I'll make son go out and get. Well, there's nobody open here now. Oh, I didn't see this. Then I screwed up and got promoted, but I was put over all the specialty units, including the mom. Oh, cool. At least you got that. You still had it. I mean, I got to give the guys, when we go downtown, down there sometimes, I got to give them credit, man. Yeah, he does. He comes in there and makes everybody hungry. Yeah, the first time I got bucked off, I was okay, but it was my own fault because I think he knew I was scared and real nervous. Oh, did you really, AK? Wow, I know a guy. I went to school with a guy. He surfs tournaments in California during the summer. And then to make extra money, he goes up to Alaska and runs the fishing boats and works the fishing boats. Man, he says he makes serious cash doing that, but he says you gotta be a diehard. Yeah, my mom and dad kind of freaked out. Hey, you're okay. I'm not okay. It's my own fault. I knew what I did. But when I got back on it, nice horse. I think his name was Charlie. I don't know why that name sticks, but I think that was his name. Bull riding and bareback rocker riding. Oh, in New Mexico. There you go. I've only been to a rodeo once when you had them up here. They still have them here. And then they have the horse shows here, too. Yeah, you can always tell when the horse show's in town because there's trailers everywhere. Hey, Shelly, how you doing, Miss Shelly? I leaked up. That's good. Everybody's coming in. I got 12 watching. That's good. I don't know how long I'll last tonight. I'm pretty chilled. I'll probably actually relax, read a book, or watch a little bit of TV. And go out. Well, first I'll go out and check the stars. Yeah, it is nice out there. It's clear. I already kind of made sure the yard bug free for a little bit. So as long as I don't get bothered by any skunks. There's a skunk family in the neighborhood now. I don't have to watch going outside. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I went to one of the truck shows. It was fun, loud, but it was fun. But the rodeo, I had a blast at. Those kind of, I was like, man, okay. No, I like going to demolition derbies. We used to go to demolition derbies a lot. They had them down south here. Yeah. Watch them do the school buses was always cool. We'd have to go to Indiana that one. Chilly here, Ghost, on the porch. I bet it is. It's nice here. I mean, it's real nice here. Actually, what is it now? We're down to 58 right now. And it is. It's nice out there. Now, it really got weird today because it started off real nice and cool, comfortable. We were outside working and I was trying to get stuff done. I'd say about, that just as that we're getting to the evening sun, from about 2 to 4 o'clock, it got real hot, real humid. Then once that sun started hitting the horizon, it started cooling off again. It's not as muggy as it's been, but it's coming back. It is definitely coming back here to Ohio. We're going to see the heat here real soon again. I guess it starts heating up tomorrow and Sunday. At least up here it does. Not as many people in Alaska that make money. Yep. Hold on. Sorry about that. Ghosty, check out the skies before you call in tonight. Oh, I will. I got my telescope right here. Always do. I always go out for a little bit. I try as long as the weather's nice and sun clear. I bummed out during the shower, meteor shower. I saw 2, and I had just enough opportunity to look up and catch them. I must have caught scragglers that night. The night before, I think I caught 1. For fishing. Oh yeah. I almost moved to Alaska. Looked at a couple places actually. I should have gone. No, I wish I had. No, I'm kind of glad I didn't because I wouldn't be here helping Dad. We actually help each other. Sometimes it's like the blind leading the blind. Smooth, yeah. No, we haven't heard anything yet, Shelly. I'll email her tomorrow morning, and if I don't, I'll probably actually email her after I get done here before I go outside. I was thinking of her because she said 8 o'clock this morning. I'm sure she's okay. She's a spunky lady. She's a very spunky lady, so not much can hold her down. So what else is up, folks? Sure anybody got anything good to talk about other than food and making me hungry? I'm surprised Vixen didn't come in here throwing bacon everywhere. Then I would have been hungry. Yeah, I almost thought about making bacon wrapped hot dogs, but I was lazy. Day fishing about. Oh. Yeah, I think that's where he went up, and this was in the day. I don't know if he still does it. He also worked on the crab boats too. I know he did that too. He do bounce back and forth. He did a little bit of both. But I'm pretty sure he went up north to do it. Oh man, when he'd come into town, he'd have a handful of cash. I just go by what the guy tells me. And apparently that's what he was doing. I know he was surfing in tournaments. He was a big skateboarder dude too. There's the bacon. Mark threw it and said, "Hey Andrew, what's up, man? What's up? You on the road or are you home?" I made tacos. Gemma made tacos tonight too. What's with taco people? I got yelled out for making tacos one night on a Monday night, and my son goes, "It's supposed to be for Taco Tuesdays, man. You're gonna make them again tomorrow night." I've only. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I love a good song. Going to the Scottish Festival later. Hope to find some. Oh, there you go. Righties. There you go. Scottish Festival. Oh, I bet that'd be fun. We have Asian one down here. Man, they're always a good time. The Asian festival. That and what's the other one? They hadn't done it for a while. Oh, the Polish Festival. They used to have one down here too. They had it for a while. So are you on the road? I'm in the road still, September 11th. Then going home for doctor appointment. Okay, cool. So for any night when we make yeah, that's true too. Might get dingy crab per minute. There you go. Yeah, I know. The little meat pies, yeah. They're good too. To me, it's like a hunter's pie. I mean, a hunter stew and a pie. Isn't it like the same thing, basically, right? Hunter stew and a pie. I've had them before. They're good. Look, now you are making me. I'm thinking about those now. Ooh, my tummy's rumbling. Too late to cook. Make my dad mad. What are you out here doing? I was going to make cookies earlier and I decided to get some time. I wish I had. I think tomorrow morning I'm going to get up and make me a crumb cake. I love making crumb cake. Coffee cake. Make a cup of coffee. What's going on with that? And she had surgery, I believe it's her back, right? Yep, in Scotland, there are probably, yep. To 2,800-mile load drivers. Okay. Out of beaches. Okay. No, coconut cream. I can't do coconut. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that get a reaction to it. I don't know why. But there's three things. I love mushrooms. I want to eat it. I can't eat them, but I love smelling them cooked. But every time I eat them, I get sick. And it doesn't matter what the mushroom is. So, but I keep trying. I do keep trying. Coconut, I can't do. I can't do grapefruit. I love grapefruit, but I'm not allowed to have it because of the medicine I take. Yeah, she had surgery at 8. I believe it was her Blue. Was it her back? If you're still listening, I love that horse though. I love big horses. I love the Clydesdales. They're so awesome. Now I went to go get. I like Euros too. And I was like, Dad, you want a Euro? I don't want that. I like them. I like lamb. Dried tough lamb. Let everybody say hi. Yeah, it does. I didn't know that. So I have to. I like fresh grape, tropical punch and stuff like that. He said, "Don't drink it anymore. Mess up your med." I don't take too many now because I just stopped taking a lot of it. Stuff for the Tourette's because it made me worse or made me really sick. It almost killed me. So, but it did kill me once. And that was an experimental drug. So yeah, I only take what I need to take, and that's Nexium. And then one to kind of keep me chill. It's the only one that kind of helps keep me chilled a little bit during the day and the night. That's the one sometimes. So that's when you see me in Wednesday night streams and you see me kind of change. That's because Ding Dong Me didn't take it early enough, or didn't take it when he should have, or forgot to take it, and it starts kicking in. And I watched the one stream a while back ago. I thought I was okay, but when I watched the stream, I wasn't as good as I thought it was. I hated myself for that. I mean, it's the only one that seems to help. He's in Missouri. I have to drink decaffeinated coffee so it doesn't mess up with my vitamin D. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not big on decaf. I'm a big coffee drinker, though. I got real bad in the restaurant business. See, I can't do liver for some reason. I just can't do it. I don't know why. I sit there and watch my dad eat liver and onions, and I'm like, wow. Okay, go for it, man. Yeah, he's heading that way. Yeah, he needs to let me know next time he comes through here, too. Well, take him out to lunch. They're going to be opening Bojangles here on the other west side of town. So, I didn't know I look so bad. I don't care. I hate when I get my hair cut first because my hair is just, he cut it way too short this time, too. Didn't like the way he cut it. I mean, I'm losing my hair up here anyways. But, AKA it doesn't like me. Yeah, I just can't. You know, to me, it just turns me off anyways. But I'm eating some pretty wild stuff. That's it. But I don't want a lot of talks, a lot of that stuff again. Now, I didn't know I was eating them one day, and I was eating chocolate-covered grasshoppers and chocolate-covered ants, and I was like, no, when I realized that about killed me. But I was eating them, man. I didn't know it until somebody said something. Tomatoes, the key, and the onions. Okay. I don't know. It's like my dad talking about eating giblets and stuff like that. It's like, okay, go ahead. I'm just watching, seeing if anything interesting pops up. Yeah, there's dead air on my channel. Don't like it. I just let you guys talk. That's the whole key. That's what these Friday nights are for. Talk amongst yourselves, bring up some good subjects. Yeah, I probably will call it early tonight, though. Where we got at now? Probably about 1:30, right? Yep, about 1:18. Yeah, as long as everybody hangs out, we'll last till 2, and I'll call it tonight. I made so much zucchini bread. Oh, now my dad could make my dad happy. My brother Tim brought him some homemade nut bread. He was in heaven for the last couple of days. Well, Gus, here's the giggle of the picture of you today. Oh, gosh, here we go. They brought up at the beginning. Somebody, yeah, it's me. It's my, well, Gus, here's the giggle of the picture of you today. I mentioned someone gave me the gizmo stuffed animal. I had to date in high school. Dude looked like a pic of you, just no glasses. You know, I had a guy in school with me, and a lot of people thought we were brothers. Must have been the look then. But yeah, we were often mistaken for brothers or twins. And I was like, nope, we're not even related. Yeah, that's my senior picture. Well, I was gonna send her one anyways, and so I showed her because we had found it in one of the old suitcases. I mean, my dad gave my mom's cedar chest to my brother to take home with him, and we found it in there. I was like, God, I'm taking back batteries. I was in good shape then. There was a lot going on that time. But yeah, that's my senior pick. Actually, that was right before I got my hair punky out for a while. I went punk. Well, I was going new way for a little bit because I was a big Please Billy Idol guy. Also sat there with 2 broken ribs, which I look at the pictures like, you can't tell. Thank God. What? The tourist shop I worked at sell flavored crickets and scorpion lollipop. Yeah, actually they're popular, but I'm telling you, man, don't let them don't let them tell you that eating bugs are good, because even in other countries, they probably should be eating those bugs. Been living in South, and some of the places I've seen been on this planet have eaten quite. Oh yeah, there's some stuff out there people eat that you would not think they should be eating. Oh yeah, that's like my dad likes to watch that guy that eats the crazy foods. Can't think of his name right now. I'm sure somebody will know it, but I watch that shows with him once in a while. Come in the middle of it, it's like, nope, I'm leaving. Back to the room. Are you in Vietnam or something, fixing? Now, they eat a lot of stuff over there, yeah. I'd say that well, it wasn't crazy food because standard over there when I went to Japan. I learned to eat a lot of things that I really didn't think I'd eat, but a lot of it turned out really good. Now, see, I can't eat sushi. I ate sushi once and I got real sick, and ever since then, I just can't eat it. It's not to say one day I may not try it again. It's just been a while. I got real sick. Pretty sick. Anthony Burden, is that his name? There was another. Now, he's the one that passed. I know he did, but the other guy that's on the food channel. I know who that is. It needs a little stocky bald guy. PRR Dane. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I never watched the show with him. I always come in and watch it every so often. Good old Maine. Possum butter. That's his thing, southern thing. Actually, it is really good. AK. I was shocked too. It goes down great. Yeah, it is. It's good stuff. Now, octopus surprised me. I was like, I don't remember anything. I was like, actually, this is really good. They have those crickets and scorpion lollipops for suckers. Yeah, I've seen those. Now, I've had possum before. Yeah, I've had possum before. I've had possum. I've had squirrel. I've had rabbit. I've had turtle stew, which I wasn't too happy about. I was just mad because somebody killed the turtle. What else? Um, had pigeon, which was nothing. It was greasy. Um, yeah, I've had all those kind of foods. Families from Appalachian Mountains, because Chillicothe all the way down to Tennessee. So, according from what I understand, I have not had possum. It was all right. Mine was okay. Nothing I would. Roadkill salad. No, I wouldn't try it. You get a good outdoor, out away from city possum, I would eat it. I wouldn't eat anything in the city, that's for sure, because they literally eat anything. What? I've heard that too, Smoochie, that possums actually make good pets. Would definitely freak somebody out. They came in your house and I think I'm calling across the board. Oh, yes, I'm out. Too greasy. Yes, it's not bad. It is greasy. See, I like duck. I love duck. If I could afford duck, I'd have duck at least once a week. I'd have a hard time going out and shooting my own duck, though, but I'll eat duck. That's like deer. I tried to go out deer hunting once, couldn't do it, but so I left and went back home. But they brought back a couple of nice bucks, and I deer meat for a while, and I liked it. I'm a big fan of buffalo. I love buffalo, and I hate seeing that's another animal, a majestic animal I don't like to see taken out, but man, they are good. So lean. Oh man. You had a man that really loved you. Yeah, I had a buddy that had a coon. He was great. That coon, and from what I still stand, coon stayed with him until he passed. An old man. The coon, not him. His name was Stinky. I do have a friend that has a skunk. He has a pet, been perfumed, and that thing's just like a cat. Butt burgers, yeah, man, buffalo burgers. When we were in Colorado, like I said, there was a restaurant there that they served buffalo just about any way you want it. I brought some buffalo burger back and made tacos with it. Best tacos ever. Squirrels, there's not much to squirrels though. Yeah, I'm gonna cough again. Yeah, mine real dry. I took a bunch of allergy medicine thinking it was gonna be a rough day, and I kind of overdid the allergy medicine, I think. Tick's gone bad. I've been really lucky with all the deer that have been hanging out on our neighborhood. I usually at least twice every summer I pick a tick off the dog. Not this year. And I'm really surprised it's wet because the mosquitoes are bad. I mean, I've had to keep, making sure no standing water and all that. Pork salad, green mountain oysters, and every part of the pig. Now, see, now you're talking my dad's language there, Blue. I don't mind pork once in a while. I'm not a big fan of it, but I don't mind it. I like barbecued pork chops, bacon. But my dad, he grew up with, eating everything on animal, just about. Besides the bear, there was like 500-pound porcupine living in the backyard. Probably won't eat either. There you go. That'd be kind of prickly. Yeah. And I would say that I can't say that here, Smoochy, about the disease, because I've seen some pictures of diseased deers and stuff, really bad stuff up north. But here, man, they're flourishing like crazy. I mean, they're gonna have to do something. I don't want to see. One year they kind of herded them up to the park and closed the park and took a bunch of them and gave the meat to the homeless shelters to use. Okay, if they don't do that, I could at least take them somewhere. Knock them out, take a bunch of them, try to herd a bunch of them, and take them somewhere away. But they're real bad here. I mean, I literally now walking out and they're all in the morning, and then just that evening they start coming back out, and they're everywhere. You leaving, Mark? Good night. Time to call it a night. Well, you have a good night, sir. Thank you for stopping in. Thanks for saying hey on Facebook too. Appreciate it. Take care of that horse. Yes, please have a Rocky Mountain. My Rocky ride today was ready. Thanks. Smoke one over. 20 months for Stinky, 3.5 years for Smooch. Sorry, fence brush started from smoking. Started smoking and it was burning. Okay. Blue Cross. Okay. Yeah, I guess my dad's talked about things like that happening too, Cindy. So yeah, I'm sure he's seen that kind of stuff too. What's funny is I don't think my dad knew, but I mean I think he knew, but I don't think he knew. So I knew, but I had a couple of relatives that were moonshining up in those mountains in Chile. A couple of my cousins, they would sneak out and talk about it. Are you going to the store tonight? And I heard it was good stuff. They were a little older than me at that time. How can you eat something that's looking at you? That's what I couldn't. Well, if I had to, if I eat, I guess I would. I mean, it's not like I've shot rabbit, squirrel. I just couldn't do a deer for some reason. When they looked at y'all doe-eyed, it's like, no, I can't do it. I'm not killing baby. I don't care how hungry I am. I've had rattlesnake. Rattlesnake was actually pretty good. I was really shocked at that. I was like, ooh. Tastes like chicken. Everything tastes like chicken. Friend's wedding here in South Louisiana, there was a whole pig. Now, see, I've been to those. Like a buddy used to, back in the day, used to have Hawaiian parties and they'd roast a whole pig. Wasn't bad. I mean, I ate. Ooh. Now you sound like my dad. Just like I said, you lived in the hills and stuff. Ate what you ate. Yeah, to release the steam. No, so I've never tried shark. I've had blowfish before. That was good. I was scared as death. You have to sign a paper saying if you die, it's not your fault. You can't die. But it was good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I don't know if I'd do it again because it is risky. Because if you don't get a guy doing what he's supposed to be doing, man, they kill you. But it's good. If somebody just stopped into this chat and saw, oh, my grandfather ate brains, they would be like, what are we in, the night of the living dead? The return of the living dead? Brains. Brains. Yeah, I have been too, to be honest with you, Cindy. Fish, I like fish. Actually, sometimes I like fish more than I do beef or chicken. Or now, see, I'm a turkey lover too. I love my turkey. Um, but yeah, I get kind of sketchy now on certain fish. It's like sushi. I mean, Gemma's a big sushi eater, and the last time I ate sushi, like I said, I got sicker than a dog. I haven't touched it since, though. I've seen some really nice platters, man. It was like, man, that awful looked good. Oh my God, the old man caught one and ate it, and a seagull. Christmas went to medieval Christmas event, a boar's head on a platter, and we sang Poor Head's Carol. Okay. It was a huge cake. Oh, it was a cake? Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, the apple acts like a pressure cooker. Basically, it does. I'll tell you what, when you cook a whole pig like that, man, it is good. It is good. Yeah, see, my dad talks about all that stuff. It's not that I haven't tried it over the years. No, do. My dad's been looking for pickled pork feet. So if anybody knows where I can get pickled pork feet here in Ohio, please let me know. He's been craving that, everywhere we go. We even went to a butcher down here in South. I think I could probably do it for a bit. He says, we haven't had that request in a long time. I want to get fresh stuff, you know? The water is too polluted. I don't know. I'm not going to really argue with you on that one, Cindy. I worry more about mercury levels now. Gross liver and onions, gross salt. I like salmon patties. Oh, I love salmon patties. Pickled eggs. Now, yeah, my dad likes a good pickled egg. I don't mind one once in a while. Yeah, my dad will eat them. I've had them a couple times. I don't mind them. They're definitely sustaining. You eat a couple of those, you got a good belly going. That's a good drinking food. You guys are killing me. I'm so hungry. Yeah, I know. We didn't. This a lot of times. Sometimes this is all into food, and stories, and music and games. You can get pickled pig feet in about. No, you know, Cindy, we couldn't find any. I have like 3 or 4 choices up here. Nobody carried it. I was like, Dad, we got to be. He's like, I got to find some. It's been years. I've been craving it. I'm okay. Get them at Ghosty from a local grocery store. Risks X in Winsfield. That's a little far away. I'll check into it. Yeah, because we've checked all the major stores, some of the small stores. We have a butcher shop up here, and they didn't have it, and they didn't have anything around. And a real nice butcher shop where I do what I do during the winter is I go and get a meat pack. You know, nice big blow up the freezer. Now we don't have a freezer, and I'm kind of have to go buy a freezer because, man, buying those meat packs works out really nice. I don't have to worry about buying a bunch of meat during the winter. If you have any soul food restaurants near you, you know what? I never thought about that, Blue, and we do. I never thought about that. Yes. Thank you, Blue. I never even thought about that. Because he's been like for like months. See, and he's been one. I'm going to have to make more of his stewed beans that he likes. Chitlins, of course. Yeah, my dad eats chitlins too. Is it the same thing? He called it, pickled pig feet. But yeah, he'd been looking. No, I don't go to Walmart here. I've had too many bad, not people wise, but with product and food here. With Walmarts up here, every so often you get food. I get home, it's like the date's expired, or I have to take it back. I go to Myers instead. But I've been in Walmarts and they didn't have it. But yeah, he was like he still asks every time, will we find a place to find them yet? I'm thinking about next time we go down to Chillicothe. I bet down in Chillicothe I should be able to find a place that has a butcher shop. So they must not be in demand here. But Blue, that was an excellent idea. I actually know of a couple places that he might be able to get it. Thank you. I never even thought about a soul food restaurant or southern restaurant. Our soul food is shellfish. Giles wants. I'm thinking about making me and Giles and Dad some gumbo. I make a pretty good gumbo. It's not hard. Yeah, thanks. Actually, Blue, that was great. I know just the 2 places to call too. I bet he'll get him some. But yeah, we looked at all the stores, all the like the little family markets too that are around here. In your part of the world, there's a bunch of food. Oh, I love Cajun. Yeah, I'm a big Cajun guy. Ooh, yeah. So is my son. I've had frog legs. No, I've had frog legs, yeah. Yeah. What, Pammy Smith? Did I miss something? I'm going back to the couch, y'all, I think. Well, Pammy, go get well, please. Okay, go take care of yourself. Have a good night, okay? Yeah, I'm a jambalaya. Love crawfish. I love fried crawfish. I just don't feel well. I know, Pam. Just go get some rest, okay? Take care of yourself. Now, see, I've had gator. I didn't mind it, but I love crawfish. Raw legs, yeah, I'm sure you've had all blue. Went a little fishing a little while ago. 6 foot alligator to me. Oh, that's nice. You look at him and say, "Are your dinner tonight?" I wonder if he would have laughed. Hey, I'm sure if you looked at him, Smoochie said, "I'm going to have you for dinner tonight," he probably booked. 2 feet from me. My brother lived down in Florida. He lived pretty close to a golf course. He said he was sitting on the back porch one night and then a big old gator go walking across his backyard. He said a big old sucker too. Said they'd find him in the garages and everything. Yeah, I didn't mind the gator. Gator was actually a lot better than I thought. Yeah, I love jambalaya and gumbo, smoked crawfish, the whole kit and caboodle steamed. No joke, sucker will let me. But I wouldn't doubt it. They will walk miles between bodies. Yeah, Giles said he looked like he'd been traveling for a while because he knew the nearest water was probably another 5 or 10 miles. But he was just cutting through the yards. Boom, boom. He said it kind of froze there because I think it was like when he first moved down there. He says you get used to it after a while. Now he said, he doesn't. I don't know where he's at. That was my little brother. He's the one kind of wandered off, per se. But I do have a friend down there. He said the big thing now is there's boas, constrictors, and everywhere. So they're finding dogs all wrapped up in them. You know, like the videos you're seeing out there now. It's legit. It's that bad. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Check your swim before you jump in. Yeah, I heard a lot of that. All right. Somebody said there's a hotel that has a sign that says, you know, look in the water before you jump into the pool. Eating alligator helps cure asthma. Interesting. That is very interesting. I'll have to look into that. See, that's the thing. I've worked in the restaurant business for a long time, 15 years before I became a script writer. And a couple other things, and I'll tell you right now. Now, back in the day, I will say our salad bar was legit and all good, fresh food. Same thing with our steaks. But nowadays, I mean, you can't even go to Red Lobster. I can guarantee you go to Red Lobster, you're really not getting what you think you get. Yeah, I'm waiting for that Bojangles to open up, Chris. I'll let you know if it's any good, okay? You want me to mail you some down there, Chris? I can overnight it. You know, a friend had one of those. I told him, I said, this can't be the same as having one down in Louisiana, but hell yeah, it's a good chow. Load your plate up all night. Now, we had a place up here called Cajun Joe's. I don't know if anybody else had them. And they had the Cajun pots. They bring out the pot. Oh, man. You got to quit messing with the ants. That's cracking me up. Now, actually, the only food I really had a hard time eating is like Indian food. I have a hard time eating. I don't know if it's just too spicy. Now, when we used to go to a Korean place all the time, but it got to the point where it just, man, it gets your stomach, man. That stuff can be hot. It smells like trash, but man, it's good going down. Joe's Crab Shack, yep. Yeah, we had one up here. It didn't last very long, but man, it was good. I don't know why it didn't last. I mean, I don't know. Well, it disappeared during right before COVID. So now we have this one new place up here on 161 I want to check out. It seems to be doing all right. It's got a fake shark hanging off the side of the building. It's kind of cool. But yeah, it seems to do pretty good business. Popcorn crab. Yeah, that's good. I wouldn't mind some good crab patties right now. I'd see, this is funny because my son, he's not a big fish eater. He don't eat fish. Now he likes popcorn shrimp, crab legs, and then that's the other thing. He'll eat crab legs and lobsters. Now my dad, we used to go to this Chinese place that fresh crab legs on their buffet every time, and it was real stuff. Man, that guy would sit there and wolf them down. On my nose. Yeah, now we are getting hungry. Just not talk about pizza, anything that you can order. If that means everybody will get off here and order pizza. I don't do Grubhub or anything like that, unless it's the actual place delivery. We have a place called Pappy's. They have a kind of a meat you can eat, every meat you can think of. Oh, really? You're down out. You're down. That might be a place I'd take my dad to. He probably like that place. Though he doesn't eat like he used to, man. You know, you could tell he was a Marine. That dude would sit down at the table. More. Done. No, it's not so easy. His portions have gotten smaller. I've never been. I always eat like a bird, though. But when I sit down and eat, and I'm hungry, man, I can put it down. Especially Thanksgiving. That's my big eat. Thanksgiving and Christmas. I had La Rosa's earlier. Oh, there you go. That's good food right there. I think I'm going to have to make a lasagna. I've been craving lasagna too. And Dad gets the craving for White Castles. It's funny. He eats like 5 of them. He's like, oh man, I'm going to regret this right here. But yeah, we're getting that Bojangles. I'm ready for it. Somebody says there's a new place getting ready to open down the street from me that used to be a Bob Evans that they had to close down. Yes. After you guys talked about it that night, yes, I did order one and loved it. It was awesome. My son was like, this is good. But yes, it was good. That's what you got was lasagna. Yeah, I've been craving some good lasagna. Place up the top of Street, Villanova, and they have good lasagna. But I want to make my own. I like making my own. It's been a while. Dad's going to make some of his homemade fried chicken this week. My dad makes a killer fried chicken. I was shocked. He also fries up some mean catfish, too. It's really good. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I was like, holy cow, this is good. Yeah, I know there's a Bojangles. It's big news up here, Chris. The first one will be opening up on the west side. My daughter is going to be the assistant manager there. But yeah, it's opening. I guess it's getting ready. They haven't given a date yet, but I'll probably hit it because I've heard good. I've had Bojangles down south. I know they're good. It's just we never had one up here. I had the cold garlic and parmesan. Come on, guys. We're talking about food again. I miss Arthur Treacher's too, really bad. We had one right down the street. I loved that place. That place was always good. They were always on the nose. We used to have a drive-in I used to love too, an actual drive-in right down the street here too. Jerry's. There was two of them. There was Jerry's down the corner of Morrison High, and then there was Don's drive-in right here. Had the pull up, used to have the waitresses on roller skates, and then it just got kind of run down and just kind of it took out the food service, the car service areas, made a parking lot out of it. But man, they always had home cooked food. Wow, man. So did Jerry's in the day. Captain D's. I was okay with Captain D's. I didn't mind them too much. I do miss Archer Treasures. What's the other one? Long John Silver's. They used to be good in the day. They're not as good now. But I like Captain D's. Fresh caught shrimp in the microwave for 30 seconds. Saltwater flavors. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we had Sonics here. But it was down on campus, and the little ladies, the guys on the roller skates, the girls, the guys got hassled quite a bit, so they just walk it out. But I was happy to get a Sonics up here too, because the only Sonics that was around here was down in Lancaster. You'd have to go down there to go to Sonics, but they finally put one up here. It does really good. It's right next to the old Bonanza I used to work to, which is now a Rooster's Wings place. Yeah, we had KFC the other night, and I was so disappointed. The biscuits sucked. Everything. The chicken wasn't too bad, but everything else was not that great. I was really disappointed. It's been a while since I had KFC. Frisch's. Yes, Frisch's did. Yeah, Frisch's. There's a guy down here on 23 that actually has one of the old Frisch's guys sitting out in front of his house. We have so many, and General. Now, Blue, I wish we had at least one more Sonics up here closer. But, yeah, there's Dollar Generals and General Dollars everywhere here. Yeah, KFC went downhill. Have you guys ever had Church's? Do you guys have Church's chicken? Oh, there's a place, AK Willie, here in Plain City, up north here, where a lot of the Amish live. They have this restaurant called Der Dutchman. And you go in, and you sit down like a family, and they bring you a whole dinner out to your table. I'm telling you what, dude, you will never walk away from those tables hungry, and it's some of the best cooking I've ever had. I mean, oh, man, and I mean, they bring out a whole family dinner, and they'll keep filling it up, and you pay one price. Man, it's awesome. And their pies and their cream pies, you die for it. And their homemade cheeses. Yeah, I have a big respect for the Amish because they're all over the place up here. No, they're actually everywhere, but there are a lot of them up north for us. McDonald's and Dairy Queen. Now, Dairy Queen's gotten bigger while McDonald's has gotten crap. I actually enjoy Dairy Queen once in a while. A little pricey, but not bad. When you get a piece of chicken. Yeah, that's the thing. We opened up our tub, and I was like, Dad, there wasn't even a drumstick in it. Well, there was nothing in there that looked like a drumstick. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we were really kind of disappointed. I saw a dog. I stopped eating. Now my son likes their mashed potato bowls. He'll get those, but we got it. It's been a long time since we had KFC's. Dad's been craving it, so we got it last Saturday, in fact. And it was just not the best. Amish food is so good. When they put love in that food. Sausage, really. Now, churches. Now, we had churches up here. I don't know how big they were, but there's one left over on the east side. I'll tell you what, nice big chicken breast. I mean, it was, and from what I hear, this one is the only one that's still left is privately owned. And they say it's still good. That place is always hot. And it's the only one left. Yep, right next to Bojangles. Yeah, you would probably like this place, AK, really? AK, really? This place is really good. I mean, you go in, it's called Dirt Dutchman. You go in. Depending on the size of the family, it's about you pay. And they load you up, man. Shady Maple Smorgasbord. All you can eat is Amish. Oh, is it? Where's that at? I think I've heard of that. You know, we always go to the Dirt Dutchman, and then a lot of the people that run, a lot of the Amish that runs farm during the summer, they'll have stuff out for sale, like homemade cheeses and stuff. Oh, fresh meats. We have a mom and pop store here, but they have some of the comfort food. Yeah, those are the places I like, Vixen. Is the mom and pop places. Some of those are some of the best eating. Used to drive to the Amish companies. Sausage every month. Yeah. I mean, I do. Lancaster, PA. Lancaster, Ohio. Which one are you talking to? Oh, it's in Lancaster, PA? Okay. I'll have to check that place out. I'll be a drive, but I like places like that. Yeah, I love the Dirt Dutchman. It's been a while. I'd like to take Dad up there too one time. Get a bunch of us because you go in a family. We have an Italian place like that too up the street. I can't pronounce the name. Don't ask me. But you go in, you sit at a table like a family, and they feed you your Italian family dinner. Oh my gosh. I thought I was going to die when I left that place. And they gave us everything that you don't eat, you can take home. The Amish Disneyland. Oh, yeah. Okay, now that's ringing a bell. Yes. It's like up here in Plainsville, not as popular. Yeah, we also go to the place. There's a place. We used to go to Marblehead. It was called Cheese Haven, and it was ran by Amish people. It was all like cheese and smoked goods. Oh my gosh. Ugh. The ex would leave with like all kinds of a big, huge bag of stuff. Like well priced. Very close to New York, really. Okay. So basically, I'm not far when I go to Jersey, huh? Interesting. And Maple. Shady Maple is as big as Fort. Now I know what a place you're talking about. I think I've seen pictures of it. I don't think I've ever been there. No, I know. There's a place out West 40 before you get to the Cumberland, Maryland, that are Amish too. Yeah, they're like everywhere, but they're not. I like the fact they don't draw the crowds. I mean, you go to this Dirt Dutchman, I mean, it's nice. You know, not big crowds, but if it's busy, then people wait. Yeah, their fruit pies are delicious. All their stuff is good. We went to, I think it was 6th grade camp, and it was the camp area was run by all the food and stuff was cooked by Amish. Man, I had these kids. I think every kid left with full bellies when they went home because we were there for a week, and it was some of the best camp food I ever had, which basically it wasn't. But man, oh my gosh! And they'd come around and go, "Would you like X? Would you like more? You want some more?" They were like happy to see kids eat. And one night they had chicken breast on the grill and homemade mashed potatoes and fresh green beans and homemade biscuits. And one night they had chicken dumplings with homemade red mashed potatoes. And oh my gosh. Supposedly we are getting a Jubilee soon. Really? Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more popping up here now. Lots of Amish firms. Yeah, there is here too. There's a place up just south of Delaware and north of Powell. There's like 2 or 3 of those Amish furniture, and that stuff's nice stuff too. Homemade noodles. Oh, I love homemade. My mom's, well, my mom's aunt, but we called her grandma because she raised my mom. But she made some of the best homemade noodles. Oh man! And then I went to the up to Der Dutchman. It was like, man, you can't compete. They're both equal. And I love dumplings and noodles. So you're still 29. Yeah, we're talking about food. Everybody's going to eat. Everybody went to call and ordered food. I could use a big pie right now. Man, it sounds good. That's right. I have to beat my son to the pizza pockets, pizza rolls. I like soft pretzels too. I have a thing for soft pretzels. I like soft pretzels. That's the first thing I get at the movie theater. That's the only thing I'll buy at a theater is the pretzels. Everything else I sneak in. Now, there's a place here that has like free pie on certain days. Oh man, you can't even get into this place. I think it's like free pie Thursday or something. And that place is a madhouse. You go in and get a free slice of pie. Yeah, dumplings are easy. Just quick and spoon. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Good night, everybody. Blue's going to eat. You have a good night, sir. Have a good day tomorrow. Everybody's getting hungry. Everybody's like, we're talking about food. Yeah, we should be in this Gemma's channel, our paranormal and spiritual channel. We're here talking about food. We've talked about games. We have had some talks on the paranormal craziness. But yes, Blue, have a good night. I love that horse, though. That'd have been nice to have. To ride every day to work, around and work. Spritz the chicken because it had, I like rotisserie chicken. I have a thing for that too. I've had rotisserie turkey too. Oh, that's even better. I watched a guy deep fry a turkey once. I won't do it myself. It's just too risky. I have too many issues to be doing something like that. But man, it was good. Just bought my Snoop Dogg brand cereal and ice cream. I saw those. Has it got magical ingredients in it too? I always ask that when I see some of him pushing something. Have to be 21 years old to buy a box of cereal and ice cream. I don't know if we're going to go legal up here. It's on the ballot, so we'll see. Deep fried turkey once a year? Yeah, you do? I figured you would. Yeah, we went to a friend's that did it at a Cleveland's game. I think we went and saw, God, it was in the middle of winter too. It was actually a November game, so it was around Thanksgiving. And he deep fried a turkey. Man, I watched you put that thing. It's like, man, I couldn't do that. But just because of my tremors and stuff, I'd be afraid of it. Good night, Shelly. You have a good day tomorrow, okay? But yeah, man, it was so good. Oh my gosh. And they had homemade sauerkraut, which I'm not a big fan of, but it was pretty good. That's like coleslaw. I'm picky about coleslaw. Sometimes you get it too runny and sometimes it's just way too thick. I like it kind of in between. You have a good weekend too, hon. We deep fried turkey. And my son, if he had it his way, he'd deep fry anything. Dad's got a fryer. He loves using it. But it's not big enough for a turkey. Brine turkey, then inject it with Cajun seasoning and fry it in peanut oil. Oh my gosh, dude. You are trying to make us hungry. Well, I guess tonight's subject was food and fast food and chicken places and places to eat. So the topic of tonight was food. But you have a good night too, John Keats. You have a good day tomorrow, okay? I'll be here tomorrow night for Gemma's replay. We can giggle at how young she looks. She still looks good. Have to get a butcher to put the duck and chicken and turkey. The duck and the turkey. I mean, it might be good. Have you actually done that? Best to make your own coleslaw. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I'll tell you what, my mom made a mean egg salad and macaroni salad and potato salad. And my dad, I can tell my dad misses, and I just can't get it right to where he likes it. And he likes the potato salad with the mustard, like mustard potato salad. But we found a brand he likes. He says it's about as close to mom's as it will get. But every time I make it, it doesn't work out. Nightmare, Ellen. Mike John Moore. I remember that. Don't you ever hear him yell, get a job? Mustard is the way to go. Yeah, that's what my dad says. He likes the Amish, but there's this one brand, I think it's Lloyd's or something. I can't remember. We'll have to go look. And he really likes it. And it's fresh. That's one of the things I will say about Kroger. They keep that stuff pretty fresh. Yes, those who are leaving and those who are just listening, I hope you're having a good night. And thank you for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I probably will call it here pretty soon. You guys are making me hungry. Now I want to go eat and then go look at the stars. Oh, we got 9. Cool. We're going on 2 hours, so. That's like when they stuff that fish. Most popular ways to do meat. Yeah, Thanksgiving. But isn't there one where you put a fish, some kind of mud fish or something in a turkey? It's supposed to make it really good too. Night, Bat Mom. Hey, how you doing, Bat Mom? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Now you're going to come in here and get all hungry? Everybody's talking about food. Yeah, I think last year I just made a turkey breast for Thanksgiving because it was just us. And then I turned around and went to Gemma's. And then they fed me nothing but Thanksgiving dinner the whole weekend. The whole time I was there, I was eating all their leftovers, which was fine with me. It was good. When I went there for Halloween, her mom made some food. Oh, I was chowing that down too. I got to throw potatoes on the grill. Stop it, guys. Stop it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go hit the pizza rolls or something. Now I am hungry. It's going to be a late night snack. I think I'll eat my pizza rolls while I look at them. Yeah, I figured that's how you do it, Chris. It just sounds a lot of work to me, though. Yeah, that's a lot of work. But it sounds awesome. I love duck. I've always loved duck. I love orange duck. Orange glazed duck. Ooh. I got really good at making that. We used to do that every New Year's, have a duck for every New Year's. A little greasy, but always good. Yeah, the chicken should always be worth it. Yeah, I figured you'd have to pay somebody to do that. I saw that part. Yeah, it just sounds like a lot of, still sounds like a lot of work. I'm sure it's awesome. Oh, I'd probably eat for days like that. Checking now, Cindy. The chicken should be done. Check it now. And she's going to be waiting for her plate too, AK. You better make sure she has a full plate. That's awesome. No, there's a Greek place here I like to go to too that's always really good. I like their pastries and stuff. Yeah, I figured you'd lay the stuffing in each one of them. That way to go. I love stuffing too. I love cornbread stuffing. It's the best. Yeah, I'm getting hungry now too. Everybody's getting hungry. Now, this has been a big food topic tonight. Usually, really, I can't say, I'm getting hard to talk. Really comes in and gets started for a little bit, then we kind of shut him off to the side because we're all getting hungry. Tonight, it went full blown. That just shows we all have good taste in food. What is most people's favorite food? I mean, what would you prefer to eat if you could have it like twice a week? I never say every day because you get tired of something the same every day. But what's everybody's favorite foods? Most people put too much damn sage in their stuffing. Yes, I have an aunt that they used to do that, man. It's it was on my ex's side, man. I don't know what it was with her and sage. Loriga, Mexican. Okay, I'm good on both of those. I like Asian foods. A lot of Asian food. Like I said, the only food I've had a hard time with is Indian food. I don't know why, but I still try it. I mean, so I try everything until if I don't like it, I don't eat it. But I always try again and again. Every one day it'll hit the spot. But I like Asian foods. I like Mexican. I'm a big Southern type cooker, like cooking. You know, we trust your judgment, really. Yeah, just make sure our plates are full, okay? Vienna tacos, I could eat every day. Oh, really? Garlic and Parmesan cheese, and bacon over sweet potato fries. Oh, now you're talking there, bitch. Now that sounds awesome. You know, I really one day I made Catalina chicken. You know, when you take the Italian sauce and marinate the chicken in that. The ex never had it before, and she was like, "Dude, this is good." So I said, "Man, salad dressings are great for basting." We used the sweet and sour salad dressing once. On I made those little Cornish hens with it. Oh, they turned out really good. Yeah, I love sweet potatoes too. I actually didn't know if I'd like sweet potato pie, but I turned out to like it a lot. But I like sweet potatoes. Chili fries. Now you're talking. Now are you talking? In New York style. Yeah. I'll tell you what. They had me go get breakfast in Jersey one time. They took me to get breakfast. Man, the bagel, the ham, pork roll, whatever you want to call it. Man, oh gosh, it was so good, and it was huge. I almost didn't finish it. I acted like I wasn't going to finish it, but I ended up cramming it down. Pinto beans and cornbread. Now you're talking my dad's language, Cindy. That's what he wants me to make is some pinto beans for him, or stewed beans. Get a big old ham bone, throw in with it. I'm getting good at the cornbread. I'm getting good there. I'm getting there. I'd prefer to I still like making it in a skillet though. His mother made her cornbread in a skillet. And, it was perfect every time. Food in New York is go big or go home. Yeah, that's true. I saw that in Jersey. That must have carried over in Jersey. Man, I'm telling you what. If I go back, I'm going to try some more. I always like different places. Yeah, I love cornbread. A good cornbread? Oh, yeah. My dad loves cornbread, too. I like sourdough bread, too. Cornbread and sourdough are probably my two favorites. Then Hawaiian breads. Breakfast, sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Now you're talking my language, too. Now, see, I'm one of those guys that will make breakfast for dinner. Forgive me, Dave, but yes, I love making pancakes for dinner once in a while. And the other day, that's what we had. Cindy was sausage, gravy, and biscuits, and he likes his spam, so I threw some spam on the side. Now, see, I'm not. My dad likes the stuffed cabbage. He likes the stuffed cabbage, and I got to get really good. And then he also likes stuffed peppers. And I want to learn a recipe for making some stuffed peppers because he loves stuffed peppers. But I always have to ask a friend to do it for me or take him somewhere to get them. But him and stuffed cabbage, but he loves that stuff. He likes fried spam and eggs and country gravy on top of them and bacon. But he loves his spam. That guy will eat a fried spam sandwich every time. I don't mind spam. That's what we had the other night. It was actually not, was it? No, actually it was either Monday night or I think it was Monday. Yeah, my dad loves stuffed pepper. I'm not a big stuffed pepper guy, but he likes them. And stuffed cabbage. A friend of mine's mom used to make stuffed cabbage, and I'd bring him a plate. My mom made all that stuff too, and then when she got sick, she didn't cook like she used to. He ended up cooking, but I'll tell you what, that guy makes a mean fried chicken. That's for sure. So I bought some chicken breasts. I think I'm gonna have him cook dinner. I'll have to stand at work with him. But bless his heart, he wants to make us some fried chicken. Darn it, he's gonna make it. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of stuff that I make with spam for him. No. See, I like tuna too. I like to make my own tuna sandwiches. He doesn't like tuna. He's not a big tuna guy. Hey, baby UFO, what's up? How you doing? I'm going to call it here pretty soon, probably in about 10 or 15. 2.5 hours long. I don't think I can make it till 3 tonight. We've been talking about food all night, so now I'm starving. Cabbage's kraut here. Yeah, we are cabbage's kraut. Yep. Stuffed hot banana peppers. Yeah, those are good. I like those. My son took me on to those. I like stuffed peppers anyways. Now, I did get him stuffed mushrooms. Now, he'll eat those guys. Like I said, I try to eat mushrooms. It never works for me. But I got him some stuffed mushrooms from this one place. Man, he chowed those down. He said they were good. They were nice and big, too. He likes it's an okra. He likes fried okra, too. So I'm going to fry him up some okra because he likes fried okra. He used to have it at Bonanza. He would whoop that stuff down. Go in there when we had it on the salad bar. Stuffed shrooms are great. Yeah, he loves stuffed shrooms. Now, see, I have a problem eating shrooms, but I love smelling them cooked, man. Whew. Yeah, we've been talking food all night. AK Willie came in here. He always tells us what's on the grill. This time he got carried away. Don't like okra? He does. He likes it. I'm not a big fan of it. But he likes it. He likes fried okra. Yeah, I think that's one of those. That's like Brussels sprouts. I keep trying Brussels sprouts too, but I just can't do them. I don't know what it is. I'll try again. I told somebody to make them right again. I'm going to try again. A few things make you gag. Okra is one of them. Yeah. It didn't do good for me either. I tried it. Yeah, that's probably one thing I probably will never try again. But he loves the fried okra. Kale is God's punishment for man, isn't it though? Yeah, I saw a lot of kale my day at a steakhouse because he uses it as garnish too. And a lot of people eat it. The only okra you ever had was slimy. Ooh, that don't even sound right. He likes fried okra. He likes it. When he gets the chance, he'll eat it. That's like I said, he was driving me nuts. So I got him now that Chris gave me the suggestion going to a soul food place. I know a couple places. I'm going to get him his pickled pig feet. Yeah, he likes it. We used to have it at Bonanza. It was a big seller, actually. Liver and Brussels sprouts. Here comes that liver again. Oh, there you go. You don't like them either. See, it's not that I don't like Brussels sprouts. I can't get a taste. I try eating them. I just kind of push them to the side. Liver, I could never eat. I don't know. It just, okra, it was just, was big on the flavor or whatever. It wasn't my thing. My boy Jeff wouldn't eat anything green. I used to be real picky too. And then as I got older, I started realizing, hey, this stuff's good. Now, see, my son, he's not a big veggie eater. I'm trying to, he's almost 30. But he loves when we make a big pan of stewed green beans and potatoes and bacon. Man, that guy, he's on that like flies, man. One time I made, what they called it? Trying to think of the name. But I took chicken breasts, put them in the slow cooker with chicken broth and some butter and let it cook. No, actually, I started with putting the 2 chicken breasts in the slow cooker with butter, cooked it real slow so it started melting the butter. And then I put in a little bit of chicken broth, some chicken gravy, some peppercorn peppers in there, and let it stew all day. And then I added some veggies to it. Oh, it turned out so good. Cottage cheese, ham, and green beans. I like cottage cheese. Or cottage ham and green beans. Yeah, basically. He's not Sam. My son, he'll only eat 2 types of pork: bacon and grilled pork chops. He won't eat. Now, I did get him to eat shake and bake pork chops once, which I like to have once in a while. Because I kick it up a notch with the shake and bake. Poke salad. Is that what it's called? Poke salad? Yeah, that's do it all day. I like using not potatoes, but the red potatoes. I think they cook better. Now these guys love. I've got a thing going with making beef stew and roasts, where I cook them in a slow cooker. Those guys wolf that down too. Shake and bake, and I helped. I like shake and bake. What I do, sometimes I'll buy the box, but what I do is just make my own. I went and bought some more stuff to make some this week. Beef stew and biscuits, yes. I love my beef stew and biscuits. Those guys whooped my beef stew down. I took my mom's little sauce and stuff recipe and kicked it up a notch. Man, it turns out good every time. I've gotten down to where I'm good cooking a good Yankee roast too. Except the only thing I don't put in is mushrooms because I can't eat the mushrooms. But I always make sure there's like stewed mushrooms around, so if they want to put mushrooms around in theirs, they can. But I can't do the mushrooms as much as I want to. I'm a carnivore connoisseur. That sounds like my dad. I have an older brother like that too, man. He loves his meat. Have you tried baked pork chops in tomato sauce? Actually, my ex made that once, and I enjoyed it. It was different, but it was good. I like fried potatoes and Polish sausage. I just made that about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, my son loves that. Actually, I take Coca-Cola and use that and cook my Polish sausage in Coca-Cola, and it always gives it a real nice caramel taste to it with the fried potatoes. Oh, it's so good. Oh, pork chop parmesan. No, I'm a big fan of veal parmesan. I like the restaurant Italian place up here, if I don't get the lasagna or the ravioli, because they have really good ravioli, I usually get the veal parmesan. Oh, and it's always so good on the nose every time. I'm good with mashed potatoes. Now, see, that's the thing. Giles says I make my mashed potatoes too runny. He likes his real thick, so I'm trying to get it down. So lately, I've just been using the instant stuff, and I don't mind it on quick when I have to cook quick. When everything's being done, I've been busy all day, and I have to try to rip something up. But I'm about due to make some homemade mashed potatoes. Polish sausage with fried onions and peppers on a bun. Yeah. That's basically Schmitz up here. Man, you want to make my dad happy, take him to Schmitz. Don't eat veal because of how they tortured the cat. I like veal. Korean buffalo wings are the newest fave. Is your new favorite? Now, my son loves that hot stuff. Man. Yeah, I like veal. I hate to say it. I don't eat it a lot, but I don't mind veal. I know it's not good the way they do it, but I do like veal. And it's very rare. Actually, I'm about to do for a plate now. I'm making it. If they're talking about food, I'd probably end up making either I'm going to have to order a pot. It's too late. Yep. So it looks like pizza rolls. I got my telescope. I think I am going to take my telescope out. It's nice out there. That's like lamb. I'm not a big. They're kind of rough on lamb too. I'm not a big. I stopped eating chicken nuggets at fast food place for a while now. I don't do chicken nuggets anymore unless I buy them myself. Well, yeah, we've talked food for over an hour. I'm surprised we're not sharing recipes now. Okay, everybody get out the recipe books. Let's start exchanging recipes. I can't do wheat things, so I gotta watch pasta. Oh, okay. Yeah, some people like that. See, my dad's problem is he's lactose tolerant, but he doesn't give a crap, man. He goes, I'm 90 years old. I'm gonna eat what I damn well. And isn't that amazing? And this is the way these nights have been. Tonight it was food. 1 week it was gaming. I think 1 week was we talked at one time? Oh, gaming. Then we got to talking about Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. And I did look into that, Chris. I'm going to look some more around in that too. I like that. You sent me. And I did send Gemma the thing on Green Eyes. And I'll remind her to give you a shout maybe sometime during the week when she has time, okay? Busy woman. Yeah, I gave her the and I got a couple more things I want to send her to. Rooster, I meant. They're going to put baby hens. Yeah, I've never been. You're going to be surprised that a lot of chicken nuggets are not even chicken. You might be very surprised. When that were to let them eat whatever they want. Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, Dad, I'm not going to fight with you, dude. That's why I'm trying so hard to find pickle feet, because I have looked everywhere up here. And this poor man wants some pork pickle feet. I'm going to find it for him. So I live with that. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people have a wheat problem. I have a friend that there was wheat and peanuts. I felt bad for him because it was like took away half his food. He had to eat a lot of that. I probably felt bad for him. Actually, what surprised me is this guy, his parents make him a tofu turkey for Thanksgiving. Now, they have their own turkey, but he's a vegetarian, so they make him a turkey one. He brought me a piece on because I was like, it's not bad. I don't think I can eat this every day, but it's not bad. I've had tofu before, so you get used to it. Yeah, I'm sure. My mom was allergic to soybean. So there was a lot of stuff she couldn't eat anymore because soybeans in just about everything. She broke out. Then it came on later. She didn't know until later in life. It showed up later in her life. Yeah, I kind of felt bad for her. I'm just checking chat. Make sure I didn't miss anybody coming and going. I'll check next time I go to the store and pick you up with you. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm going to do what Chris said. I'm going to go check out a couple soul places. Blue did. And go check out a couple soul places. And I'm going to try. There's one more butcher down here, down south of me that I'm going to try. And if not, the next time I take him down to Chillicothe, I'm going to look in there too. Because I thought it was weird because he said the same thing. I should be able to find this in a grocery store. Nope. A 5-gallon jar. That would probably make his day. He'd probably eat it too. He probably would. He talked about it for 2 months. And we looked and I kind of gave up. Because I kept calling places too. I wasn't going to order offline or anything. When it comes to food, I'm a little more picky when it comes to buying stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure he got a good product because I know that his family was raised on all that stuff. It's like I buy him a bag of pork rinds and it makes his day. It's like, oh yeah, pork rinds. I don't mind pork rinds. They're not bad. Salty. Reminds me of New Grow on a bucket list. Yeah. I've got just about all my bucket list completed. Just in case. I got a couple more things I'm going to do. Tasty Devils. Man, we've been literally talking about food for really about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And my stomach's growling. I do have a bag of M&Ms over here. I've been trying to save them for movie night. Yeah, that's what he says. All the best pork rinds are all down south. Do we have this company here? I don't know if you have here. Grippos. He loves Grippo. Me and Giles love the barbecue Grippos. I got hooked on those at a football game, at a state game. Somebody had a bag of them. And I was like, man, he's awesome. And then I found they had the pork rinds, and their pork rinds are really good. But he said, yeah, he had a friend that drove from Wonder Bread and bring him up a big bag from down south. I mean, 3 nights would just nitpick at those things. When I'm going to cough again. Move. Sorry about that, folks. Piggly Wigglies. We don't have none of these up here. Is there any down there, Chris, around you? I don't think there is there? But yeah, that's what a couple people told me next time I'm down south. Tim probably could look, I didn't even think about calling my brother Tim and had him stop and look for pickled pig feet on his way up from Tennessee. And a big bag of pork rinds. That would have made his day. When you go down for a visit, I always bring a few bags with me. There you go. Yeah, I don't mind pork rinds. They're a little salty, but I know they're good. Me and Mom were pretzel people. We liked our pretzels. But I like pork rinds. I'm surprised Funyuns are still around. Now, my mom liked the Funyuns. I didn't mind them once in a while. One of my great uncles used to eat fried pork chops every meal. Hey, nothing wrong with that, I guess. It's the other white meat, as they say. Well, the chicken's falling apart, man. I think that sounds like it's done to me. Now, what's you guys' favorite pastries? You know, we're going to talk food. We might as well talk dessert, too. What's your favorite desserts other than ice cream? Those are the best soft pretzels. Yes, there's a place up here. There's a lady up here that actually makes her own. Neighbor. And she passed away a few years ago, and it bummed me out because she would make her own soft pretzels. Oh, my God. It was so good. Pumpkin pie. I'm not a pumpkin guy. Now, Dad likes pumpkin pie. Yeah, it is pretty hard to mess up a pork chop, but you can. You can mess up a pork chop, please. If you undercook it, it's never good either. But I like, now see, when I do baking, I like making cookies. But when it comes to desserts, I like a good pie. Um, I'm looking for a new place for a peanut butter pie. My daughter makes a great peanut butter pie. Pumpkin cheesecake. Ooh, now I might try that. I like cheesecake once in a while. Actually, a friend of mine used to make a pretty good cheesecake. I was always surprised he did so well at it. He had got it down to perfection. My ex couldn't cook a hot dog. Horror stories served like it. I will always love them. I only eat beef hot dogs. I won't eat Frank's anymore. I don't know. It just we had went to a barbecue and somebody had a bunch of just regular good old Franks. I think they were ballpark or something, and I didn't. So I went total. I now only buy the beef ones. The butcher down here where we get our meat packs, he makes his own hot dogs and they're so good, nice and big. Peanut butter cup is good. Yeah, now you're talking. Yeah, my daughter has gotten to this peanut butter pie down to him. Oh, lemon meringue pie is good. I like a good lemon meringue. I like a good chocolate silk pie. I like making cakes too. I'm getting better at that. My daughter is running a bakeness. She's running a bakery kind of deal on the base where she's at, where her house burned down. Now that she's getting settled back into the new place, she lost all of her equipment to make bakery. She made birthday cakes and she was making cupcakes for people. She had it down, man. She was doing good. She lost all that. I felt so bad, so we had to all help her resupply up. Oh, Wagyu. Yeah, there's certain hot dogs. I like Ballpark, Nathan's. About the only two I buy. German chocolate cake. Oh, now you're talking. I like ice cream cakes too, but I said ice cream didn't count. Yeah, I don't mind a lemon pie. I also like pound cake. Good lemon pound cake. Ooh, now you're talking. I like lemon pound cake. A friend of mine's mom used to make these lemon cookies. Oh, they were so good. It was like the ones you'd get from Archway lemon cookies. She had that down to a pat. Those things were so good. Now we're going to talk dessert. Since we've been talking main courses, we might as well talk dessert. Since we've been talking food for now 2 hours. Ice cream cakes are so. Oh yeah, man, there ain't nothing like a good ice cream cake. Mm-mm. Actually, we don't have Friendlies here anymore. So we were in the store. It was when we were living living in the hotel where they were fixing the house. And I'd went into Kroger's with Jobs and goes, look, they have Friendly ice cream cakes. And I'm like, no way. Oh, we immediately bought it. It was like $20, but man, it was worth it. Coconut cream. See, I'm not a coconut guy, but I know he likes coconut once in a while. It always looks good though, but I just don't do coconut. Angel food cake. Yeah, he loves his angel food cake. He loves the strawberries. What is it? Sauce or whatever they call it. The strawberry jam on top of it. He loves a good apple pie too. He likes peach pie. He likes, I don't mind a pecan pie once in a while. He eats them. He'll eat a pecan pie. No bake cookies. I'll tell you what. This is one of my favorite cookies. I love no bake cookies. My ex makes the most killer no bake cookies that I personally ever had, except the ones you buy in the store that you buy from the bakery department. But she makes killer ones, but she won't let me. She won't even. We're still friends, but she won't give me the way she does it. And mine never turn out. They never harden up like they're supposed to. So I don't know what I'm doing. But man, I love no bakes. My mom used to make them. She also made a cookie called a chocolate crinkle. You know, the chocolate cookie with the powder, and then when they cook, they crack open with the. Oh man, I love those things too. My mom had those down. You make them every holiday. She does too. She literally makes my son a whole tub and me a tub. Well, she gives me a little tub and he gets the big tub. I'm always stealing from her, but I love no bake cookies, man. I try every time, and then I'll get it down. She says, "Just keep practicing. You're getting." I go, "Why can't you just show me? I know it's not that hard." I'm not good at making dessert. Well, most guys that do all their grilling don't make desserts. You leave that for the other half. Strawberry shortcake. Now, you know, that's something I don't mind once in a while. The ex liked strawberry shortcake. Dad likes strawberry. But he likes all that stuff. It's like he likes peach cobbler too. I just made with love, baby. Yes. Always when you cook, you make it with love. But yeah, I've gotten down to making cookies now. I like to bake. I for a while I was making all kinds of cakes and stuff. I have a coffee cake recipe, cinnamon coffee cake. And I cheat. I cheat. I actually have a recipe that I cheat with. It turns out great every time. The guys wolf it down as soon as I make it. I barely get a piece out of it. So I make sure when I make them now, it's cool enough. I take a big chunk of it because I know when I go back, it's going to be gone. It's hard to make a dessert on the grill. Yeah, it is. Unless you make kind of like a souffle. I mean, you could probably do a souffle, like a dessert. Yeah, I said it right. A souffle on the grill. That'd be kind of hard, but I don't know. This mom pop store makes no bake cookies and pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. Ooh, now I might like to. I love no bakes, but I've never had a pumpkin chocolate chip cookie before. It sounds actually kind of good. I don't mind pumpkin bread. I can't eat pumpkin pie, but I can eat pumpkin bread and pumpkin cookies. Does that make sense? Yeah, that mom and pop places. We have a couple up here. They're still around, and they're still awesome to go to. They've stayed in the family, thank God. There's one up by Eldora racetrack, dirt track. There's a little diner. Well, it's more of a corner store. Look, it was originally, I believe, a dime store, soda pop store, one of those deals in the day. And then the family turned it over to a restaurant to make more money. And they make a killer country fried steak there that was just unbelievable. It was so good with white gravy. Oh man, country gravy on it. Oh my God, even the gravy was nice and thick, and it was awesome. Homemade biscuits. Now if we're gonna talk ice cream, if I really want ice cream, I dug out the ice cream maker. I like homemade ice cream. I think we're gonna make some homemade ice cream here soon. Now, we used to have one at Crank. We used to go to my uncle's and have to stand there. If you wanted ice cream, you had to spend at least 5 minutes cranking the ice cream maker. Yeah, that's the one Tony's owned. Yes, the Eldora racetrack. In fact, I've been there many times when Tony's been there. It makes sense because I hate rare onions, but I love onion rings. You see, I'm the same way. I can't eat onions raw. Well, I can eat them in food and stuff. but very fine. But I love my onion rings, man. I do love onion rings, and I make a. This gets so gross, but I make a cheese sauce. I like to dip my onion rings in, my French fries in. Yeah, I know Texas Roadhouse does have a really good country fried steak. But that one place up here, up by Eldora, man, you can't go wrong. It was huge, and it was smothered in gravy, big old potato, and then like 2 huge biscuits. I mean, the biscuits were almost as big as the potato. Crank on, yeah, you have to crank it. We were just talking about it. I don't know if you heard us, baby UFO, but we were just talking about Amish food. There's a place up here that I like to go eat at Der Dutchman, and everything's homemade there, ice cream and everything. Oh, but yeah, the uncles, if you wanted ice cream, if you wanted to get in on the ice cream, you had to help crank it. Now I have an electric one downstairs, so I can cheat now. I dug it out. I should have dug it out a while ago. I should have been making ice cream all summer. It's easy to make. So I'm drying out. Medicine's kicking in again. My allergy medicine's kicking in again. During court. Der Dutchman. Oh my God, I worked at Der Dutchman. Are you here in Ohio, baby UFO? I didn't know that. Yeah. We used to go to the Der Dutchman all the time, dude. In fact, Amish country is a big thing for our family. We used to go up there all the time. Yeah, right, dude. Okay. Yeah, we used to go to Der Dutchman all the time. I love that place. There's 2 of them now in there. I think there's actually a couple of them now. But when the original place opened up, man, we'd go once a month on Sunday. I did live in Ohio, but Der Dutchman was, oh, okay. And Sarasota. Yeah, we have one here in Ohio. Up in Plain City, Der Dutchman. I didn't know if you knew that. That's why I say, oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a Der Dutchman here in Ohio. Up in Plain City. And that's always good. And I think that's where we went to that camp, was up by there too, because that food was so good at camp. I never went to 6th grade camp and had food ever at school that was as good as this. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah. Plain City's big Amish country up here, and then there's some scattered around, some down south, like Chris around Cincinnati. I mean, all over the place, but yeah. Yeah, there's Der Dutchman there. I think there's another one. I have to look. But the main one, the one that I know of, when it opened, because we were there 3 weeks after we heard it opened up, and this was a long time ago. But yeah, they still, you go in, you get the dinner at the table, and they just serve you. Oh my gosh. I never thanked those people as much as I did going out the door a couple times, man, because I left with a full belly, and they sent you home with the leftovers. Spring River Inn in Joplin, Missouri was one of the best restaurants I ever remember as a kid. Oh, really? Huh. I'd say my favorite place to eat, was my most favorite, was the place in Estes Park, the Buffalo. I mean, I went in and had buffalo steak one night. The best steak and burgers I ever had. All that food was good. Even had deer jerky and stuff like that. Oh man, they had everything. It was good to eat. I think the fancy, we had an Italian place up here called oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the name. Not Villanova. It was owned by a family, Italian family. I'll think of the name later, but we used to go in there and it was real fancy, but man. And then we had the kahiki, which was kind of Asian foods, which was always so good. Looks like the leftover tacos for me, since I can't have released chicken. Bummers. I lived in Lorain County. Oh, there you go. Well, Chris is in Cincinnati. I'm in Central Ohio. I know where Lane's at. I think there was a guy that, I don't know if he's even, I haven't seen him for a while. There was one bud that used to come in here that lived in Westerville. Pammy is from Ohio. Wow. Small world. I'll wash dishes for a little while here. Okay. I get you. Actually, the first job I had was at the Worthington Inn. I was working under the table for him. I was only 14, 15 years old. Got tired of cutting grass for my extra money, so my brother lived there up in the inn part. They didn't use the hotel anymore. They just rented out rooms. He rented a small room. That place was haunted. I used to live in Springfield, Missouri. There you go. Everybody's been all over the place. I consider myself lucky. That's funny. I think I'm going to get ready to call it a night here, folks. This buddy's pooping out. Now I'm starving. All this food. Now I got to go find me something to eat. Maybe I'll make me a pack, man. I got some nice fresh bologna out there. Garlic bologna. I'm in Uniontown, PA. Man, I hate cutting you guys off. Take it till 2. What time is it now? Is it after 2? Oh my God, it's almost 3. You guys kept me till 3 again? I'm calling it at 3, folks. 10 minutes. I'm glad you guys are having a good time. We talked about food all night tonight, just about. Okay, everybody start putting up their recipes. I need some ideas. I'm getting tired of cooking for these guys. I think I think he's gonna make. Oh man, I wish my hair would grow back. I think he's gonna make his fried chicken one night this week. I'm gonna make. I make a mac and cheese, a bacon ranch mac and cheese. I'm gonna make that, and then I make a casserole where I put mashed potatoes down, and chicken gravy, and some carrots and celery and stuff in it. And then I put biscuit on top of it and bake it in the oven. I'll make one of those for him. I don't go by recipes. You sound like my mom. Sound like actually my grandmother's and my aunt. Have you guys ever heard of Johnny Mazzetti? My Aunt Clyde used to make Johnny Mazzetti with real spaghetti and stuff. Oh my God, it was always so good. And my mom makes it here. She would use, instead of spaghetti, she would use mac noodles. And basically, it's just spaghetti with a little more substance to it, thicker. Now, see, the only thing I go by recipes with are when I'm baking. And when I'm cooking, I just swing it a lot of times. That sounds so good. Your casserole. Actually, it's really good. Now I don't use, you can use, if you want to make homemade mashed potatoes, but when I'm in a rush. Now, it was funny because I made it for a while. And then they had this box out that has the same thing, but it's better homemade. And what you do is you just make your mashed potatoes, put it at the bottom of the casserole dish, mash it down, cook up some chicken, and throw it in there and some gravy. And then I'd take some celery and maybe some onions. Sometimes I'll add corn and green beans to it and pour the gravy, another thing of gravy. Then I'd just set biscuit on top of it and cook it and bake it in the oven. He loves it. Cobra breaking out. When somebody let loose, cobras is one of my favorite snakes. I did a lot of reports as a kid on cobra. Who the hell got cobras in Missouri? Somebody have a snake on a plains that got loose on Missouri? No, I didn't hear about that. That's crazy. A cobra snake outbreak. Was somebody breeding them and they got loose? That's wild. I had a rack of leftover ribs, so you see now, when we went to my daughter's birthday, my ex's husband, man, he's gotten real good on the grill too. Really, man, he's made barbecued ribs and regular ribs. My dad was having, they were good. I was wolfing them down too. I did not know that, really. Huh. It sounds like somebody was breeding them and got loose. It was at a pet store. He left them loose on purpose. Oh, really? I want to go read that out. What? That's not cool. You know, they can spit up to 8 feet, especially if they're mid. They're pissed. And they've been known to hit 12 feet. Spit. Mess you up and get in your face. He let them loose on purpose. Who pissed him off? Oh, gosh. Yeah, kind of like shepherd pie. Yep, kind of like shepherd pie. Excuse me, get here real quick. You guys probably heard of hobo pie, a hobo dinner, where you take aluminum foil and you take like a hamburger and whatever else you want it, wrap it up in aluminum foil and throw it on the fire. My kids like making those too, because you can pretty much whatever you want in it, and roll it up and set it on the fire. But yeah, it's basically like a shepherd's pie. Basically, that's what it is, actually. Because Dad asked me to try one with beef in it. Well, I thought I might try that. I'm going, that's, you nailed it right on the head. That's basically what it is, a shepherd pie. But yeah, it turns out good every time he likes it. I just, like I said, just make a big thing of mashed potatoes, pack it down, and then I'll grill up some chicken or grill the chicken, and then get some gravy and whatever he's in the mood for. Sometimes I put corn and green beans in with celery and onions or whatever. And then set the biscuits on top. It cooks really nice. Now, we tried the box ones once and they weren't too bad, but you don't get nothing in the can. I was like, Dad, I'll just go back to making my own. But yeah, it's a shepherd pie. Yeah, I guess you could call it a shepherd's pie. There's a video on YouTube about it. Goes, okay, I'm gonna have to go look at that. The link for it. Now, there's a bunch of you in here that I probably should have. Gemma, Cindy, you should be on a wrench by now. Baby UFO, you should be a wrench by now. Vixen Doe should have been a wrench by now. AK, you should be one too. Because she likes to make people wrenches. That way everybody's kind of keeping an eye on trolls. But trolls have been good. But I'll have to make sure you guys get wrenches. You guys come in either Tuesday for the afternoon stream or Wednesday. I'll make sure I write it down that she gives you wrenches before the stream. When we're starving kids, yeah. Well, my dad wasn't from the richest family in the world. So, we ate what a lot of mom would call dad's 4-man dinners. And I'm telling you, some of that food was still good, though. He told me one time where they used to take fresh tar and chew it like bubble gum. And I'm like, are you serious? I laughed. But you did what you did then. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Parks one. I'm sure. Snatched up. Extra Swan's not bad. Just don't get caught doing it. He didn't because the owner refused to pay him. Really? That sucks. I would have probably done the same thing, but I don't know about the Cobras. I'll have to go look at that video. I'll find it. Yeah, I'll be right here. I'll keep staying a little bit longer. And then I am going to go, and while I'm cooking something, I'm going to go check out the stars. Like I said, it's still nice here. I'm going to try to sneak in an eye a little bit of stargazing before I hopefully go to sleep if I can. I've been actually beating the sun up, so only by a half hour or so. So I try to get some sleep. I slept pretty good though last Sunday. We didn't get off until 4 o'clock. I stayed up till about 5:30. I watched the sun come up. Laid down and slept for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. I actually slept well. My bed was still in the middle of the floor, but I slept. Yeah, if you find it, that's fine, Sydney. It's not that big a deal, huh? I'm sure I'll find it. If it's pretty popular, I'll find it. It won't take me long. I'll just put it and someone let cobras loose, and I'm sure it'll pop up. I didn't know that. That's pretty wild. That's pretty false. He probably didn't get in trouble for it anyway, so I hope it didn't bite anybody. I hope they were. Well, you can't really do that with them. I answer my own question. Wow, that's wild. That's like, did you see the video of the guy getting hogtied, ripping off all that stuff out of Home Depot? They caught him and hogtied him until the police got there. It was hilarious. That's what you get. You're gonna start. If you're gonna keep stealing, somebody's gonna finally go. I'm done with it. You know the picture in the background, my background picture. I took that picture in my backyard the last full moon. Did you see that? I don't know. Here, hold on. Yeah, that's my picture. I took that. Squirrel gravy is good. Now, I've had squirrel gravy. I've had just about every type of squirrel you could have. I've had rabbit, possum, had rattlesnake, had some kind of lizard, but I wasn't really fond of it. Man, okay, Willie. Yeah, Sydney, don't worry about it. I'll find it. I'll be on tomorrow night. If you happen to stumble across it, bring it in with you. And you can give it to me tomorrow. If I don't find it before then, I'll probably find it in the morning. But I think I am going to call it. It's at 3 o'clock. Maybe we'll do a 4 o'clocker tomorrow. So I want to wish everybody good night. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. I usually just let you guys go, but I kind of start to draw a line between 3 and 4. You guys have a wonderful day tomorrow, and hopefully I'll see you guys all tomorrow night for Gemma's replay. We're gonna listen to watch or rewatch Listener Counter 2, and then do what we did last week, just chat afterwards. Don't forget, go from there. Excuse me, I'm starting to get hoarse. And we'll see you all tomorrow night on the flip side of midnight. Thank you guys. Have all of you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And I'll see you on the flip side. All right, guys. Thank you so much, folks, for coming in and hanging. I do enjoy this. I've gotten kind of used to it. So I hope we can keep it going. All right, folks. Good night. See ya. Good night, folks.